Alliances turn to ban.
Dire's ban now.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Get live. Let's go live in 5, 4. Welcome back, folks, to Alliance versus Team Secret. Game 2 is into the draft. First ban phase, and well, nothing too out of the ordinary. The Viper may be a little bit more surprising, especially considering it's the team with Matumba man on it. But I'm sure there's a reason behind this, Dan. I'm sure there's like some opening pick. Are we going to get spoiled by some like Nisha PA? Not opening, but I don't feel like I've seen that hero at all in the new patch. Maybe once by Chinese.
Seconds.
5 seconds
Dire's
remaining.
turn to pick.
Venomancer.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds. What'll it be? Dire's turn to pick.
And this time, they might be giving him the Rubik. Another hero that can save the day. Fade bolts, lifts, and already reasonable steals in the Gale on the floor for him to get.
Don't even need Yapsaw playing on Secret. You just get the Rubik anyway, and someone's going to be able to play.
I mean, for all we know, there could be some sort of weird voodoo magic going on. Wherever Yapsaw is right now, he's like performing some sort of voodoo ritual to take over mid-one's body
5
and play
seconds
Rubik
remaining.
to its full extent.
Is that not more of a Witch Doctor thing, opposed to Rubik?
I mean, he's a mage.
Yeah.
We're piling all
He's the
magic in
archmage.
one. All right, it's all heresy. You could get burned at stake for all of it. So, you know, Salem witches everywhere. That's all you need to know.
So I wonder if Alliance are going to build their
Radiant's
draft a
turn
bit
to
more.
pick.
The fact that this
Beastmaster.
can't just throw out a Leshrac, for example, quite as easy. Great spell to steal. A bunch of things, lightning storm, out waves, and slow down your timings by a fair amount. So
Yeah, this is always the power of like Rubik super early, right? Is you dictate
Yep.
terms to your opponent. It's like, well, there's now a giant risk associated with you picking an Enigma or picking a Lina or Leshrac. Any of these heroes will be used against you instantly.
Yep, and also having the Beastmaster, you know, have some sort of can't pick something that, well, I'll just use this and then I got that Primal Roar. That multitudes of things that just make Alliance have to second guess themselves, and by the end of it, something will slip through.
Even on its own, though, it's a good pick. Like, it gets a good long stun as the game goes on. Fade Bolt is incredible in the lane. I feel like Rubik was the big surprise for me when I think about the slight tweaks that got made for this patch. I expected him to get a slight nerf, not a slight buff, considering Fade Bolt was already like one of the easiest ways to win a lane with this hero.
Here's the
Yeah,
Radiant
one of the
ban.
easier ways to win the lane, and I feel like you could still. And even now, just with the game style being more brawly, games finishing in under 30 minutes. Last 2 or 3 that we've cast have been 25 minutes, right? So, with that being said, you've got this Rubik that's able to just do your spell but better every single time. Why wouldn't you?
5 seconds remaining.
And you've already given it some tasty spells. Magnus, he's got the skewer, he's got the RP. Also, even the shockwave for farming capabilities. Like, when you figure Rubik, usually you're looking for justification in terms of mobility spells to steal big ultimates or some sort of spell that allows you to farm quickly. So, ban-wise, yeah, no surprise. I've already mentioned how powerful that hero can be.
10 seconds.
Mindful of the... What else, if we're to think about things, what else is going to enable that? Seems like that's the name of the game with the meta. What else is quick? I feel like having something with pickoff, like an Ember Spirit, would work quite well. For the light. Those early outposts, you get the speed. Enable someone in your lane really easily. Just max chakra magic, you've got a down, double set of Searing Chain, Light of Fist combo. It'll work pretty well, and it means that you're able to continue that constant pressure and not enable the Magnus to come line with Empower and Bomb quicker than you.
Well, it looks like in the meantime, Secret have actually banned out the Troll. Understandable against the Beastmaster. They're just trying to ensure that the Beast has a good start, because you can already tell Beastmaster usually is this type of hero that super glues together the first like 15 to 20 minutes for you, right? And that's the hero that you then try and pivot and advantage around. If we're talking like Deathball metas where you play quickly, you need your Beastmaster, your Aura Builder, to be the one that gets a good start.
Now, they've banned out the Weaver. Banned out the... Obviously, they wanted something that's going to Madness, if possible, if what fits their draft. Secret really... By banning out the Weaver, it means something that just wants to essentially stick in place, not chase something around. Good amounts of damage in that. So... Juggernaut... I feel like he's very strong.
No, the hero is more or less ignored.
People have been promoting things like Magic Juggernaut.
White Strong wanted it, clearly, but I just still think it's not there. I think the timings are a little bit off with that hero around his talents, especially with the XP reductions now in place. But interesting enough, another hero. It just seems that both sides are prioritizing the offlaners having a good start in this second phase of bans. That's the other thing about Weaver, right? Is like you ban out because if you want this Venom to have a good start, hell, you can leave him against a Weaver on lane.
Yeah,
because scale does nothing.
Absolutely. My man Puppy got the same love that I do for the Winter Wyvern. It's really strong. You do need to be careful coming up against the Venomancer. Have you encountered the issue that you get when you've got the Cold Embrace versus Venom?
Yeah, you heal Deadly Sweat because Venomancer has the Poison Sting health regen reduction, and you know he's going to build a Spirit Vessel as well. So whoever you're Cold Embracing, it's more like you're marking them for death.
Actually, even worse. If you could imagine. So yes, they're in a really vulnerable position, but got the Spirit Vessel taken, got the Poison Sting from your right click, and you've got the Poison Sting from your Plague Ward. All up, it's additive, not multiplicative. So it's 120% HP reduction. So if you Cold Embrace, you heal yourself faster.
Okay, I didn't notice that detail.
It's that bad.
See, people didn't notice this at first because the interesting part is, funnily enough, in the qualifiers for the major, when the patch was in its infancy, there was a bug where health regen reduction did not work correctly on Venom's Poison Sting and also on Spirit Vessel. Spirit Vessel didn't work properly at all. So I feel like something's going to get fixed eventually, but for now, definitely exploitable. And another hero that has been tried to be fixed, OD. Did you, when you first read the patch notes of this guy, did you read it as a nerf?
I did, and I think a few people, because of that, started treating more, which I thought was really odd. Doesn't seem like it'll be done this game. Big mid, which tiny, but I don't know, just having that mana and seeing people build into things like the Bloodstone instead of, you know, your... Different to see, and we're harkening back to meta here with the Morphling.
I think we don't see this often for good reason. It feels like every time I see this picked, it's not doing anything for you in the first 20 minutes. It's asking you to do all the work, and those first 20 minutes are so critical that if you're going to have a hero that does that, you might as well have something that has maximum impact super late, like a Terrorblade. Especially if there's saves. Like, OD is the big worry I see. Like, even if you go shotgun build, the Astral can save people's lives here.
Get a limit cape build pretty early on with Wyvern as well, which saves magic damage. Prevents you from being getting the full combo as well from the Tiny.
Interesting they expect the Yoga to come out. I can see why as well, though, because you've got the Tiny plus the Magnus, so you have these two heroes that are going to have a lot of kind of sync out of the Empower, but then also the Bloodlust as well, and it creates a 2-carry lineup to create space for that more lines. Seen plenty of Tiny to try and do that, where it gets picked as the 4, but then shifts across into a core role because it just naturally finds gold. And with the new tree grab build, you can kind of just justify it through your means of destroying buildings.
How are they going to want to round out at least this end here? On time, are they going to Terrorblade? So talking about those things that are going to be able to be that super late game carry, looks like I don't want to come up against all these too much in the way of.
It just puts Secret a little bit more on the clock as well. And weirdly enough, TB doesn't match up that terribly against Venom. Like, he reduces health regen, but his small health pool is all about the armor. Yep. And because you're such a slow hero, the reflection now not being on the hero but being targeted in the area means he can turn around and kill a Venom. And you're getting the global silence.
I don't mind that. You know, it stops all of these saves that were coming from the Winter. Stops the Astral Imprisonment from coming out. It forces an earlier BKB than you might be wanting. It allows you to dictate these teams a bit more on your turn. Your movement is predictable. That's the time where the Magnus, the Tiny, can that full level.
5 seconds remaining.
I'd love to see Secret pick a burst type carry. Something that can jump the Silencer and kill him off. Because right now, unless Beastmaster builds a blink, they don't have that capability. Which is what is making the Silencer a really good pick for Alliance right now.
I'm trying to think, like, does Secret need... Do they need...
It kind of felt like they were fine until the Silencer pick. I feel like if they don't find Silencer to start the fight, they can get screwed pretty hard.
Choose your hero.
Drow? Okay, this is a type of hero that will ramp up off the lane. If you do see Silencer on the back line, you can snipe him out pretty easy with the multi-shots. Not the worst choice.
I haven't seen Morphlings like morph into Drow yet. I want to see what the multi-shot looks like.
I mean, the damage could be impressive. You have to be held in the form though, right? Because the multi-shot is channeled. That's not the gyro effect, but
no.
Could be useful. I'm wondering if there's a better target for in this game as well. Like OD maybe, just so you get the Astral saves. But like Wyvern's the obvious one, right? Because you get the burn.
Yep.
But I'm trying to think
this damage that's
uses outside that. Like maybe OD for saves would be nice if you're worried about the engagements.
This is a mid silencer.
Oh, you're right. So I was wondering how they're going to split this up, because like the Tiny, I felt like he was probably going to support, because I don't think we're ever going to see Magnus support again. Not since the change to Empower. It's just too crappy. It doesn't really do anything. But the big surprise to me is Venomancer as a 5.
Works. Let's think about what he's going to be against a Beastmaster, and you're going. As long as he's pretty on point with the positioning of his Plague Wards, sniped by the Boars, an alright spot, but that's going to be a big priority for Secret. Clearing these things out before he's able to.
Alright, and we're going to get see mid one on that Rubik as expected. Not mid Rubik. Remember, is the POS for mid one. This is Rome 1. He's probably going to have to change names if he commits to this. But he's only standing for the time being. So we'll see what Matsuma Man can do in this draft. It's not a green hero, but it's a green tick so far in this meta. A very strong hero. Tends to get 6 pretty quick because The issue with Drow used to be that she had practically no presence on the lane between 1 and 4, but now with the changes to Frost Arrows and Hoy Shot, she's a bully.
Ready to rumble.
Yeah, I hate it, you know. I love that meme, you know, thanks, I hate this. But
It's appropriate.
that's how I feel towards Ice Frog with the Drow Ranger. It's cannot beat it if you give a good early. The Wyvern is enough to save it, because it's not just a thing of survive, but you need to be able to survive while still dishing out damage, so you're forcing people to choose whether they want to take the team fight or if they need retreat. That's why I think pairing it with Coddle, Undying, Legion Commander, Omni Knight works well, because you don't have to stop the damage coming out. Whereas Wyvern, it's a very different process.
30 seconds to battle.
I guess in some ways you can look at Niche for saves, the Astral. The other thing that I really like with this lineup cause is there's this symbiotic relationship, right? The back and forth amp up. Like Beastmaster's going to give the attack speeds across, so the OD gets a lot from that. Then Matumba Man also going to give the marksmanship bonus, which is going to increase the attack speed of the OD further. So it feels like the end goal for Secret is definitely prioritized around the success of OD more than anything else. I guess you could argue it's more about the Drow, because even if OD has a bad start, he'll still have all his attack speed to just dominate the fights.
True. I'm just a little concerned that he might catch himself out. The Astral's kind of a similar Wyvern, right? A lot of Alliance's damage in these team fights is going to be dependent on, like, can we get a perfect RP off, get a tiny combo off, or catch him out in the wrong position with an E-Blade shotgun.
Question is, can you even get to the E-Blade shotgun? It's a long way off. I've seen a lot of Morphlings this patch for some reason just prioritize Lincolns. And in fairness, this is the type of game where it might be justified, but then you're still worried about the Gust. Oh,
Need one of those.
all right. That's an early Courier snipe. I'm trying to figure that out. They might get Nika, maybe he's gonna go down. Morphling's vulnerable level 1, and they punish him straight away. All right.
I mean, getting punished harder definitely for staying away from his Morphling. The purpose of that buckler is to make sure that your safe lane carry is getting that aura, but dealing with a Hawk next to this small camp here, stopping a lot of the pressure that they might be trying to ease pulling through that small camp.
I'm wondering what the play is going to be for Lance this game. Like, you're clearly going to have to invest heavily into the Silencer to do some work for you. But it's not like he's getting a favorable lane matchup. So maybe you rush an Atos, but I don't see that being a quick item timing for this mid.
Rough for him. We could see Matu already bullying him back between his tier 1 and tier 2 tower, taking a few.
He was thinking about challenging there because he has the multi-shot. So if you get one of the creeps out of the way, you kill him. Oh, and he spots the ward as well. Yeah, he spotted the ward though. He stayed there on purpose so he could see this. And Hanskin, he doesn't even care about the Invis rune. If he can get the toss under town, the Timberman will die. But can they? Avalanche toss back. Limp could die. Quick. There it is. Moist shot a little bit too late. He hesitates, and instead, Limp gets the kill.
-2 as well. It's a Drow, not the strongest mana pool. Very effective if you can get through these.
Does he at least have a sentry coming out in the lane? Nope. Does anyone bring a sentry out? Nope. All right, well, that's unfortunate. That gank will probably happen again in the next 2 minutes.
Later, Courier.
Courier just drowned in a pool of blood.
All right, Fada has lost his Courier twice now.
Probably
Or was it the other way around?
as well.
Yeah, no, twice. He's thinking about it. He's just there for the creeps, though. Anything else is a bonus. That's top looking. I haven't checked in there. Nisha, a lot of denies already. I mean, this is the power of the OD. Starves you out with the Astrals. Puppy used to call it no mana for you. Not the way it works anymore.
No.
No mana for you.
I like you. You make best situation out of no situation.
That's how 33's feeling right now. He's 3-1 on the CS. And Puppy is there, just whispering that in his ear.
Even right now, he's like, you want creep? No.
Oh, Zai won't live. No live. Hanscom rotation on point. And he having his impact early on. And it's a Salvador lane now, as they'll heal up to full. Happy will return to top. 33. This is how you see us up there. Wait. Okay, there we go. At least got 2.
They're committing a lot of heroes towards bottom lane here on Alliance, but they're not, you know, now Farda's standing right next to Nick. When you know that they've got no heroes in the lane, you don't want to be leeching that. Baby is get out of dodge when you can, when there's any type of uncontested scenario.
And the difference is that Zai, like, he's just a kind of foundation piece. He'll get his levels inevitably, and that sets up the main structure that is the OD and the Drow.
Shout out Zai with that. Yeah, only catching one.
Things will calm down for a moment. How is it looking on the CS in the mid lane? It's pretty even right now. Slight advantage, of course, in Limp's favor after he did get that kill. But the difference...
He's in deep as well.
Oh, he is. I mean, he was just cutting through the waves. He's not being harassed too hard by Puppy anymore.
The action's going to be around this bottom side, though, especially with these bounties coming up in 5 or so seconds.
Actually happened. Fast moving across now. The pings are coming out. Waveform in, but Zai yoinks it. Gets hit up with the Gale. Can just TP away. Forcing out the adaptive strike pretty early. Mid one is coming across. He has got the Fade Ball, but they might be a little bit too split. Zai denied off the mark. And the boars will be eaten up as well. Meanwhile, 33. We'll go for the TP away. Puppy can't stop that. That's a rotation on mid. Hanskin is going around wide. However, he's spotted. A ward that's about to run out. Some wise to his plans here. But Matumba Man, he's just farming. He ignores it. TP in. Toss back. Uh-oh. They need to turn a fight. Matumba Man trying to move away quick enough. Avalanche going to come out. The damage might bring him down. Matumba Man.
Miss.
Curse runs out. The miss. Oh, won't be there. And Hanskin now low on HP. The South to heal up Matumba Man. If only he had a little bit of mana. Didn't want to use the Mango though.
It's created a ton of space for Nico. Left alone on this bot side of the map. Fully level with the OD in terms of blast hits. Very happy by having a tri-lane for being towards.
They kind of have to keep this pressure up though, right? This is the thing, is if you compare the Drow and the Sansa needs to kill. It's not a hero that can supplement the jungle, whereas Drow at any point can just choose to leave the lane, multi-shot up pre-camps, and get ahead of the Sansa.
Yep.
So it's definitely on Alliance to keep making these plays, especially off the back of Hanskin, who so far has had a decent start to this game. It feels like he needs to do more yet.
Even just the jungle Power Ranger, it's also... Previously, you didn't want to shove out waves quite as often.
Radiant using
free farm for
location.
playing. But now with the outposts actually owning real estate on the map, more important to have that level of... So those neutral items, they're going to be a factor now.
Looks like you cut out a little bit there, Danog. Let's quickly restart the call. All right, sorry about it, guys. Long range connections. Let's get a full voice Danog that never cuts out. All right, the robots have stopped invading. Skynet is not taking over. My Aussie boy is here to stay. Hello.
All right.
Should hopefully be better. So
yeah,
Morphling has caught up fully with the OD now. In fact, he's surpassing him.
Oh,
light net worth for Nisha still. Zai almost going down to Hanskin. Not enough damage though.
Dire's bottom
Zai needs to be careful. He's toying with him here and he might die for it. Gale comes through. Hit one. Can you get the deny this time? Maybe he can get it himself with the neutral assistance. There it is. I'm not really sure what the plan was with that though. And now mid one apparently has to die for whatever the plan was. Did Zai maybe forget there's no longer shrines here? That felt like a whoopsie no shrines moment.
Nah, I think he was just trying to run for running's sake.
Gotta keep your APM up. This is StarCraft now.
Yeah, you know. He's a Hon player, right?
Oh yeah.
It's all about that extra speed.
People just want a camera on your hands. Be like, wow. All in all though...
They had the same taunts that Hon did.
You're gonna lose
It was
me here because I didn't play Horn. What kind of taunts are we talking?
So basically,
Is under attack.
before you got a kill, you could taunt someone, and then if you killed them, it said like shut down or owned or something. Then if you died after, it said humiliated.
Oh, okay. So like, Unreal Tournament, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Puppy, she's getting TP straight away.
Is under attack.
Like,
Later.
what's that? Used all your stuns? No mana on handskin? Sounds good to me. What is this turned into? This jungle area right here.
Long.
It's the place to be, man.
It's the death
hot
match.
spot.
All the cool kids know. Do you?
Bottom tower.
Nah, bro. I got my own little area.
Forces are fortified.
Farming up. Hearts
They've gone
content.
in deep, tosses them back.
Zai trying to run away. Nico baby will start to morph with his strength. Lift back to try and buy enough time, but Zai will be ran through with the waveform and tap to strike. And I don't even know if he clicked this whole thing right now. Global Silence going to come out as OD did rotate in. They'll go for the TPs out. Astral won't be there in time. They can at least deny the tower while they're here. That's a Global Silence to use to retreat. Not the biggest kill in the world, but they did force the rotation out on Nisha. Now this is a not so safe place to be to farm as well as the tier 1's gone. However,
Themselves around those outposts as well, quickly taking it on the bottom side. They've got the vision through this Hawk as well. I want to position himself to be able to beat Farder. He knows that there's no stuns coming through, and so that both of them go.
This is a stiff win.
well, he will lose a little bit in for his trouble though. He'll happily take that.
Knife with his Hawk, well for the deny, but I would say it's worth it for the experience.
Drunks.
Yeah. You make him limp a little bit smart, but he kind of needs that, and he needs to have some sort of snowball potential. Still hasn't shown us what he's got. Wonder if he is going to be going towards an Atos. It's not terrible. PT away, it's going to be close, but no cigar. Big kill, worth the RP meme on the bot lane. Limp finds another. Puppy. Found out farming on the waves.
For enemy.
Now Nisha, he did TP to the outpost, but Limp, he'll be wise to this. He'll back away in time. They do see him. They could bait him in here. If he comes too deep, he'll die. Because Hanson's nearby. They do spawn with that ward though. And while that's happening, this one goes down to Nico baby. They're not done just yet. Zai trying to run away, gets hit by the Gale. We'll go for the TP out, but there's a skew to interrupt him and kill him off. And the Lions, they're just finding kill after kill. Secret just hemorrhaging right here.
What's happening left, right, and center? We can see the Morphlings now overtaking the OD on the net worth. Silencer got,
What's this?
well, building into that 4-star. So all about that mobility, making sure. So many slows that are available right now and stuns on end. I don't know if Secret are going to be able to deal with them all.
That's the thing we mentioned though, like, you look at Alliance's heroes, they might not farm up that quickly early on, especially the Sansa, but if you give them this snowball, that's where you lose control of the game. And what does Secret have? They have good farmers,
Is under attack.
but nothing to really pivot off in the early stages of this game. They finally have 6 on Zai. That's the move. That's the hero that now needs to start moving around the map and finding kills for you.
Top tower is about to take the plunge.
Now wait and
By
top.
the 12.5 minute mark, though, that he more than just that.
I mean, here's the thing to highlight. Sparta is level 7 right now. 3 heroes on the side of Secret are level 6 or below. Like, the XP discrepancy in favor of Alliance now, right now, is actually pretty troubling. Mid one did get 6 now. Sparta's going to be slowed down by his own Gale. They're trying to get in close enough. They want to throw out this Primal Roar instantly. There it is. So they will find a kill. As we said, he's level 7, so it's somewhat worth it. But to rotate 4 heroes for a Venom answer, Alliance have to be happy with that.
Dyer's courier just went belly up.
Oh, and another courier with the wards. Oh, no.
Man, when will these people learn? You need to take control of your. There was way too much time
Dyer's bottom
when
tower is under attack.
flying courier. They're just still not used to it. Can't blame them. I keep forgetting that it has speed boost.
Most cores actually forget it has anything. They tend to just let it run through no man's land and die all the time because especially cores aren't used to prioritizing the courier.
And it's slow as well.
Oh yeah. Whereas supports, they're kind of more mindful. Maybe it's like because they used to always buy the courier, right? It's like, damn, you let my investment of gold die there. In mid supports, they're a little bit ahead of the curve. Offlaners especially, I've seen slip up a lot since the introduction of their own couriers.
Pina keeping the pressure up here on Alliance. Smoke coming out from Limp and Fada. Silence still the Nova skilled up. But quick pickoffs in these.
I like this though. I mean, for one, his Plague Wards are sniping couriers. Sounds good to me. But also, Poison Nova level 1 is pretty pathetic. Better to just wait and stack key points once you reach 10 level 12.
Yep.
In the meantime,
Got the vision.
yep, straight into the roast pit. DD on the Morphling with Empower at this stage of the game. A Morphling, by the way, that is pretty speedy. Not just at killing things, but moving around the map. Yasha and Faded Brooch.
Make that a Manta.
Well, I think he will.
That is a scary prospect. 15 minutes, so the Banner Runes come line. 5k net worth lead. Potentially growing for Alliance, and Dota Plus is feeling well. 86% win. A boy, the A team.
All right, let's not kick out that tune just yet. Maybe S team can come back. We need to think, what can Secret do at this stage? Because, you know, S is higher than A in the tier order. But right now, A is definitely above S, which is spelling out ass. If I get another S involved. So, Secret. Maybe you get this Ags on Nisha and you finally start playing. We've seen how powerful it can be. I feel like you need another item sync up, though. But what would it be?
Vulnerable position and that multi-shot.
Oh,
They warned you not.
Forget
Yeah, he gets caught out.
multi-shot. It's so good.
I was looking top because they were getting ready to fight. Nico Baby did morph and was ready to jump Nisha. But perfect kill. It was halfway towards that blink dagger. We already mentioned how impactful he's been this game. Lift back on the Fada. Poison Nova gets forced out, and mid one will get a little bit stupider. Can they find more is the real question.
Stacking
That's
up.
the disengage. Nah, it's just level 1 Poison Nova. They're fine. They'll back away. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Nisha not able to find anything in return. The thing about this OD as well is you can so easily snipe out the Morphling at this rate. You know it's a hero that wants to play pretty greedy on the Agi front. And Santa's Eclipse is pretty brutal dealing with those low mana pool heroes. But it's another point as to why Faded Brooch is so good this game.
Yep. Yeah. And we can see as well through next build he's going into that Skadi, so realizing that he needs as much as possible. Not just the intelligence, but the point booster comes in real handy when coming.
So far, Secret not really able to make moves. 12-4 the score, 7k net worth lead already for Alliance. Still, I'm waiting to see what the big solution is, because I'm not going to see an item on Drow that really gives me that feeling. Maybe Zai. Maybe he built like a Blink Dagger or Shadow Blade, but instead he's just going the full Aura build that we see a lot of the time from the offlaners right now.
Radiant are scanning
mind
for
it.
enemies.
Pupil's gift in his
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
backpack.
Radiant fortified
Falling blade.
structures. Attack the hero.
Packs on his survivability a fair amount. Armor it could get.
I think you just give it to Drow. Like,
Radiant's bottom
the
tower
Timberman's
has
carrying a
fallen.
Mango right now. I think he would very much welcome the extra strength in on an Agi hero. Actually the preferred way to kind of play with that item. Pupil's Gift definitely feels like Agi carries with the target with the introduction to that more than anything else.
Dire
So what's the philosophy?
is under
Oh, go ahead.
People like OD, for example.
illusion.
Yes, tank up a little bit more, a little more attack speed as well.
Gone.
By the way, Fada has got himself a Philosopher's Stone, so that lead over the other supports is going to continue to increase. GPM talent's also coming up soon for the Veno. Yeah, just a
Gonna swim in
casual
money.
150 GPM.
Liking this build
Considering
stuffs as well. You've already got the Morphling that's able.
Dire's top tower
Already got
is
the
about to take the
from the
blood.
Magnus. Now you know you're able to save. precarious position.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Four staff definitely kind of the more generic item, but it's kind of a fits all type item. That's why I got nerfed recently. And mid one, he's making Rubik look a little bit nerfed so far. Not able to just have an impact. 0-4-3. And it's not really his fault per se. It just feels like Secret's draft doesn't lend itself to these early engagements, all this aggression early on. They just, every time something happens on the map, Secret's response is, we need to farm more.
Got those charges in the Astral, so for saves coming through here, Benicia.
Also, it means to stack up more damage by yoinking away
It does
from.
feel like they're building around Martu a lot more. Not going to be the OD carry that's...
Radiant's bottom tower faces a
Well, the OD just gets complemented by the Drow anyway, right? Like with the new marksmanship, it's not really that imperative that you look for this quick cheese method of going for like a moonshot so you can just machine gun people as an OD. You just get there on the back of the Timberman if he lives.
I don't think we've seen a single curse either.
No. He's
Really
waiting for
wise
winter
move.
to end, I guess. He's actually going for the 4-star as well, so... I feel like they're just looking for this kind of sync up on items at the right moment to make a play. Like, once you have BKB on with Timberman, I feel like you have to fight at that stage. Otherwise, Alliance might just outscale you, especially Nico Baby, who's top of the net worth chart with a decent lead.
I think that's a decent about it. They're going to hopefully have finished up the Hurricane Pike on the OD as well. Stuff by Wyvern. Big wants to around the... Especially now that that Aegis is gone. But by then, he's going to have his Skadi up online. Scary prospect to have, and then building into the shotgun next. We were worried about, you know, will...
Turns out when you have Secret not really using their ultimates, yes you do. I'm waiting for the big Science Eclipse play because that mana pool is getting big, but 20 minutes in, and I don't think we've seen him press R once.
No, not on him. Seen... I use it?
We've seen one Primal Roar, I think. I think it was one on far top.
R2. Very poor spot.
And extremely low. And the clumsy net. 4-star to get him away. 33 with 15 RP. Onto 3 heroes. The global signs fall up as well. Just a cheeky little tip out from Nico Baby. Says, well done, 33. 3 pick off straight away. 2 supports die alongside with Timberman. And that's even more map control that Alliance can now look to seek. Nico Baby pushing on the tier 2 bot. Avalanche off the mark. So Niche will be able to 4-star away. There's no turnaround here. He's stacking up the Astrals, but I don't think you have the damage to Science Eclipse bomb him. Maybe 1-2 hits. But he doesn't want to commit. There it is. He gets the kill. As you said, in the meantime, Zai going in on the limb, forced to fight at this point, but the 4-star away, the poison over as well. They'll turn around and they'll take some free in out of the offlaner of Secret.
Hellbear, he's trying to finish him off, but...
Please, Master, I want to make you proud. It ain't gonna work though. Instead, let's give you 200 gold or farther. 2.5k gold on the POS 5 of Alliance, by the way.
Yep. What's he building into next?
Just go in Ags at this point, why not?
Oh, I got a pipe.
I think you're getting to the stage where one big team fight wins you the game though if you're Alliance, right? So like, I wouldn't mind an Ags as well. I think it would just delete the members of Secret. Speaking of which, Rubik is being deleted right now.
The Arctic Burn.
It's like, okay, let me prove I'm a better Wyvern. Cold embraces him. Not sure about that one, buddy. Well, the good news is it's still a minute out before Roche spawns, but the bad news is the Secret... There's still a decent way off having this BKB ready on Matumba Man. And after what he just saw happen to his Rubik, I don't think he wants to fight before he has Magic Immunity.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff win.
Question is, will anyone else? Looks like Nisha... He's going towards the Blink Dagger next. Not a bad choice, considering you just want to try and jump in, maybe get an Astral on someone to remove them from the fight, so then you can try and flip a numbers advantage. As 4-star does make you a bit predictable.
That's the thing. This game, I feel like Alliance have been a lot more effective with their positioning, and that's what you just want to get on the... dagger. The issue for them is, top hand skin, first for it.
And that hurts. Good kill from Nisha. Finally getting on the board a little bit more active. 4-1-0 so far. Making up most of his team's kills. I mean, they need something right now. This is the thing. Like, they're playing this kind of late game leverage on an OD. We don't see it often, but I guess if you're looking at Alliance who's saying they're not going to move BKBs, then it makes a lot of sense. Like, Magnus, yes.
Again,
Speaking of which, die. Tiny throughout the primal roar. We'll get out finally. Goes for the TP away, but the clumsy net is there. Is indeed a whoopsie daisy. Beastmaster dead for 50 seconds. Alliance can do what they want. Roche is up and is spotted out by the courier. So what they want is a second life.
That one there. Morphling is going to have a very, very rough time.
I think you just give it a Morphling so you can go deeper, right? Like, there's nowhere on the map you can't go. Like, you can dive the base and still feel confident. Really getting caught out at all. It's always either 33 or Nico Baby to initiate these fights. Or even Fada.
It has advertising the win lane as well over the null talismans. Saying before, it's all about that movement, all about that map presence.
Don't mind if I do.
Taking him far. What was his choice? He's going for an E-Blade. All right, I can dig.
I'll take that.
This is the richest I've seen Fata for a while at 25 minutes in. Proud of him.
Goes all the way back to when he was playing POS 3, right?
Yeah, and then POS 2. Like, those days, those numbers made sense, but now he's surprising you. I mean, look at this. Zai. He's 2k gold under Fata right now. Even Hanskin is behind him. This Tiny not doing too bad though. Going for the Shadow Blade next and always has it. Things have calmed down again. Secret just try and keep the split push play up, but they can't wrap around for kills on the Fada. This is the other annoying thing about the Venomancers. The Plague would scout out any attempt to try and inject yourself and kill him. If you want to commit, be sure it's obvious.
He's maxing out that poison sting as well. He's saying, look, you into that BKB. Those little extra things that stack up, binding that together. Clumsy net from the 4-stars that we're seeing. This movement speed reduction stack up and the pain to play against.
Especially when you consider that Nisha still has no intentions of building a BKB. Going towards the Hex next. So you're going to have one member of Secret that has Magic Immunity. That's it. Also...
And you're nearly going to have a level 20 Nico with Aegis. It's rough.
I was just about to say, Matuma Man is holding on to a quickening charm in his backpack. I feel like OD might like that.
Pause.
They're discussing it. There we go. More astral spam. Yes, please. And they will capture the outpost at the top because they know that Alliance is going to commit in the bottom.
Decided that their time is now. Their own glyph in defensive manner. Sorry, offensive manner.
They just got repair kit as well. So Matuma Man gets back in time, they can just repair the tower. They just need to buy a little bit of time. He doesn't have TP, so he's walking back. But
got that BKB.
And this is an important time as well, because like you want to use this Aegis immediately as Alliance. You don't want to risk it. But if they repair kit, you feel pretty good. Ult toss in, double stance as well. OD caught out. Skewed further away from his team and killed off. He does have buyback. The repair kit's been used as well. Nico Baby going even deeper.
Go.
They really don't want that to be their entrance kill though, because even if you kill him, that's an Aegis, not a kill. So, Cypher Alliance will calm down, back away. They want to see if they can force this OD buyback. They assume he must have it, as he hasn't bought any other item too recently.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Out as well, so that tower is going to be trying to get some kill.
Always shots out. Double 4-star, get Nico Baby out safely. Don't want to risk
Great
it.
positioning from well, realizing with the amount of 4-stars that they've got on their team, all you really need to do is chip occasionally, like chip, look back, and we saw there, if put out for a longer time from that telekinesis, he might have been able to get down, and they suddenly don't have their get out of jail free card in that.
Of course, the crux with Rubik is that lift lasts so long that if he catches you looking at the tower, you could easily just die in response. In fact, they have 4 staffs on secrets. They can force the Morphling even deeper. Kind of previews why this Aegis is so important for Nico, baby. Left looking the wrong way. Forced off to get him away again. Oh, nice steal from mid one though. Gonna make himself tanky as all hell with the attribute shift.
Cut out Martu.
Yep. Forced off one. Has got the PKB. And he'll have to use it. Barely in time though. The way forward, they'll still be able to snipe him out and kill him off. The cold brace just in time to keep him alive. Primal comes out. Morphling stunned up for a while. The win is cursed to ensure the retreat, but the chasing is there. 33 wanted the RP, but won't get it. The lift is there, and now he's a little bit too deep. BKB tries to run away, taking a lot of damage here now. Drow will go down on the tier 4 towers. 33, he'll live. He stays alive. Tacticals goes down. Nico, baby, gonna look fine, but not for long. Aegis is gone already. Buyback comes out from the wind rage, from the winter wipe rather. And Veno is dead. Astral control out into the Morphling. Has got the waveform to try and escape. They don't want to make it easy for him though. They've still got another Astral. The lift's going to be there. Toss away to try and save Lift's life. A lot of damage being done though. Has to eat the cheese immediately. And now in the meantime, looks like Hansen's going to go down to Nisha. Nisha will stay alive. He needs to heal up quickly though. We'll have to retreat. Tempting to go back in, but he blinks in the base. Salves up. He wants to be there to defend it even quicker. No TP to quickly get in. Long cooldown for 10 seconds. Nico, baby, will back away. They did get a tier 3 tower at least. They won't find more.
Bottom tower is about to flounder.
I mean, relatively happy with Secret on that, right? They only used the buyback on Puppy. They were able to repel. They got some net worth back, I believe, but still, it's a 16k net worth lead to Alliance. Got what they really wanted, which was reaching tier 3s. They've taken control of Shrine. Roshan, they just want to get that next one. Hopefully get perhaps an Aegis for them. Bind them even further by their position.
It previews the importance of this next Roche. Either side getting this completely changes the power control. Even with a 17k net worth lead, you have to respect the OD as this game goes on. Because, yeah, some of your heroes have big mana pools, but other ones are incredibly vulnerable if they're not magic immune. And we mentioned this already. Not all your heroes are building BKBs. Nisha will stop away. When his curse comes out, he's taking a lot of damage as well. 33 is just going to die. Now the gust out on the Santo as well. Can't force up away quick enough. He'll finally get it out. The Chief is slowed down. The Primal comes out. And the Morphling. Melfru quick enough. Going to bring down. He's dead. Global Silence will not save the day. And instead, Lim just has to TP out. Will be successful, but they're going to leave behind more heroes as Alliance. They're going to hemorrhage more. Haska goes down. That's 3 dead on the side of Alliance. And, well, the gold swing. A few thousand gold towards Secret.
Man, it's happening.
Hey, we're not there yet. They need to do that 2 more times, but it's looking a little bit grim. Alliance lost their pacing, it seems, after they lost that Aegis. Didn't respect the fact that Secret do have the means to crest them now. And, well, look at Anisha's changed his build. He's going to go for the BKB next. He's close to having it.
4k gold swing, which is... But the even bigger part of that is the experience change. Being able to come back, have this next level of Primal Roar faster, leveling up the Wyvern a bit further, so you have that sustainability to the extra 3 damage. In these team fights, it's just about... It's been the story of, has Puppy got off a Winter's Curse? And if he does, get the better part of these teams.
It shows you how powerful Wyvern can be as these games go on. Sure, Alliance, they hit hard, but using that against them. Ironically, the Magnus being the one who died, you'd usually expect them to be Winter Cursing in a way that he kills his teammates, but when you look at the damage spread, even Tiny hits harder than Magnus in this type of game. I'm sure he has to empower himself up, but there it is.
Ooh. Maybe give that through to Puppy.
I think they give it to maybe OD.
Or just himself.
I don't know if he has slots though. Yeah, he needs the BKB slots, so probably not OD. I do like it on my Timberman. I mean, you know, no one's letting him pick Brood Mother right now. They don't agree it's the hero to pick, so this is as close as he can get to his favorite hero. So,
Pinging like man.
They think there's wards. They're right as well. There is one around here. 33 is just spamming like supports. Over here. Come on.
Jump.
Make it snappy.
Like, man, me more. I don't have to pay for my observer.
But I was like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm busy buying big items. This Veno support has a Cypher Vice.
I'm jungling, man. Come on.
Hey, I'm a give that argument out far right now, okay? He's at 11k, almost 12k net worth. If anyone should be buying the awards, it's not him. It's 33.
Pops.
Jump in. Sparta tugged out. Then Sacrifice going to be straight away. Global Stance fall up as well, but the Lotus protects him, and Nisha gets the BKB out. Hans can chase on to next. They could just drop the bomb there. It's not enough to kill him off, though. The Shadow Blade will allow him to retreat. Hanskin on 200 HP. Drops the trees. Won't be enough to bring down, but now chasing him. No! Nisha couldn't get the Astral out. The BKB's right now. They're going to turn around him right now. He needs to escape from the E-Blade. Get him low. Astral will hide inside his own little world. Has a second Astral to protect himself further as well. The Winner's Curse coming out onto Nico Baby. Buys him a little bit of time to reset and look to re-engage. Prime Roar is going to come out. Jumping forward. Nico Baby going to go down with Timberman doing too much damage. No, the Astral again! Buddy free. He can't even use the RP. Zai Cold Embrace to protect him, but now finally RP's going to come out, but isn't good enough. It's only on a Puppy and Bloody Free Melt Throw. Then high grab. There it is. The turnaround opportunity. Mid one with the stolen RP. Controls up Nico Baby. Gives enough time. The blink away by Nisha, but now the clumsy net coming out. Has another Astral to work with. Buys himself a little bit of time. Needs an assistance here. Puppy nearby. Doesn't have the Winner's Curse anymore. They will lose Nisha, but he doesn't have buyback as well. 400 gold off, but Puppy will die as well. Double kill for Lim, and that will be a critical rope secured by Alliance. A critical mistake made by Secret
on it as well. Critical mistake by Secret, but some fantastic individual plays coming out there from Nisha, both interrupting the RP twice, and then when they eventually did get it off, it was a Hurricane Pike immediately beforehand, so that got used on nothing.
Now, can they find something? They're going to need it before the side of Alliance reconvenes. Instead, Zai tries to TP out, but he gets found. They say no. Enjoy your time on the sideline. 95 seconds dead. He just fought back, and that's exactly what Alliance need to try and break this base. Somehow,
that
Secret have to buy time
as well.
Under attack.
Scary, scary Morph Boy.
Yep. Basically, anti-mage in Morphling form. Have the Morph onto his own Magnus. Cross-eye gun. Hits some more building. Thank you very much. But Timberman just trying to slow us down, hiding under the smoke. 20 seconds till Nisha is up. He does have the Sandy's Eclipse when he's up, so there shouldn't be mega creeps for Alliance, or if they hang around to try and do it, it could be risky. There is a glyph available as well.
That repair kit's do it as much as it can.
It's banging away that hammer.
Do anything. Yeah. I like that.
It is. I like they added that. Crappy before, but now they put some effort. For free. Hex comes out in the drown. Another jump in Nisha. Will send out the ghost set from Sparta. Stance will trigger on the Nisha. He doesn't have the BKB still, though. When it's Ghost, Global Stance is going to come out. Now the BKB looking to chase in and do the damage to it. He's not really feeling it because the Winner's Curse is affecting me. He's at the max range there. BKB activated on 33. Has got the RP available right now, but Timberman called out and killed off. Will find back straight away. 20 seconds till the Beastmaster's up. Global Science can actually be used against the side of Alliance. The irony comes into effect as mid one gets a good steal. Now the lift back on the Tiny, he will pull. They did not get the mega creep. Secret do hold.
Still looking very scary. 23k net worth lead, forcing a buyback out of the Drow Ranger at the cost of what? Aegis is still up. They lost a cheese and they lost their position.
And they've got plenty of time to wait for their cooldown to go again. The big thing for Secret is they did not use the Science Eclipse, though. They held on to that to the last moment. Didn't have to expend it in the end. So they do have the means to fight against Alliance. Alliance still have to be careful about how they approach the high ground. Especially if Nisha farms that buyback.
Yeah, Secret, they want to get on the front foot now. They know if they try and delay it as much as they can, that eventually Alliance are going to get pressure on all three of these lanes. Picking up the Arcane Rune here on, they're going hunting.
Let's see what they will spot in their sights. Morphling, not the ideal target. If you could find Limp, then you're in business. But no one is defending this well.
Arcane Rune and Quickening. Insane for the amount of reduction that...
It is. 97.44 cooldown right now on Science Clips. You can find a target. Easier said than done, though. It's just not the one you want, though. Yeah, like you're using Science Clips to kill him once. Then what? You run really fast? Anskin's TPing to this outpost. Shadow bladed up. Zai needs to retreat. Has got the 4-star to get out. Puppy blocked by the creeps, though. It's going to be there just in time. They'll turn onto him. Tiny down to half HP. Looks like he might fall. Nisha holding on that BKB. Hurricane Pike to get him away. He's dead. On the side, however, the man gets away. Morphling not able to find him in time. Just has to skew a retreat. Now the Astral's going to come out, and look who's hanging a bit too far forward. Limb. No global start for 10 seconds. Prime Roar out as well. Science Clip gets dropped, and he's going to die. They're moving in. Nico Babe going for the back line, but Timberman protected by the Cold Embrace. Turns into the Magnus and skewers away. They don't have the lockdown to kill off the Morphing right now, but they don't need to. They can clean up everyone around him. As Nisha gets the Astral out on the Fado as well. 4-star out. Nicely placed, but they're going to chase through. The second Astral is there. Maybe get poisoned, but there's no one to follow up on it, so you might as well just give up your life. As he will go down, does have buyback.
Dire's middle tower
Secret at a critical moment. They're keeping the aggression up. They realize, okay, if we let them reach the high ground, rather, with this Aegis, we will lose the final buildings.
Yeah. I really admire it. You know, they're playing to win. They're not playing to not lose. You risk it because at this point, what's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to lose a Rax? Like, it's going to happen anyway if you just play it.
Win.
Exactly. They spent a lot of game farming to this moment. You can't wait any longer. The man just getting rid of all those trees. Scouting out for anyone.
Importantly as well, getting up into that level 25, so he's got that arcane or percentage damage. Whew, for him. Force buybacks, I'm sure, out of some of these Alliance heroes, but Alliance, I'd be happy to concede it. Just play Rax if that's what it took. Some level of control.
And this is kind of power of the OD in this late game scenario. Like with the Rubik alone, it's not even about Prema Rule. That telekinesis lift is long enough to kill almost any hero in Alliance. You saw how quickly Handskin melts in the face of that damage. Fearful proposition for the side of Alliance. Prioritizing the niche OD is going to be their only solution in these fights moving forward. But you see how badly they look for Matimba Man as well.
Yeah, prioritizing these these Plague Wards as well on mid one. It gives them that extra little layer of defense to fend from these creeps that are constant.
But mid one does have boosted travel now, so he's the ideal target to go back, push these out, and return to the fight in an instant. Also means he can play more aggressive in the initial engagements because he will have buyback and he does have the means to return to the fight. Question is, are we going to see more BKBs? No? Limp wants to
neutral items, that's for sure.
What are we getting? Like we're opening up. Oh. Well, Alliance, they got the dream for Rubik. As they did get the Timeless Relic. That's on the wrong side in the eyes of mid one right now. But the Lucius Cape gets gained by Secret. Not bad with Matimba Man. Not something he'll keep in his inventory at all times, but something he can just pop out and get a little bit more damage out on the map. Works good as a mobile ward as well. And there's another one. Oh, the leveler. Well, if you need to finish off a base quickly, this would be the item. Who can really afford to take it? Tiny should be the target, right? Yeah, instead of a Wanderer Bowl. You already demolished buildings. Why not do it quicker? Attack speed as well. It's a perfect item. He has got a quickening charm, by the way. They seem to be struggling. Like, who do we give this to? And quickening charm feels like more of a Venomancer item, if anything. But he's so rich.
Just the Illusionist Cape so far on Secret Sense. Still got two that they can farm in the jungle, but it's just that state of the game. They don't feel safe to be in.
Farm together. The group activity. Get yourself those items. Could get something big here. But they're going to smoke.
Up with four of them.
Best way to feel safe.
Travel, so.
Yeah, he just bought them. He actually bought out on this as well. This is risky. Zai is now a huge liability for his team if he goes down.
One piece of him. Say, our team.
Problem is, what's the ideal target for Secret to enter on? Like, you want to get rid of Venom before you can poison Nova, but at the same time, you don't want to miss out on an opportunity to snipe Morphling. Or even Magnus. Let's feel on the Gale. Tries to spit in his face. Doesn't quite connect.
I love seeing these little, like, who can outplay each other just in one-on-one encounters, right?
It's like, it doesn't matter the grand scheme, but I just want to look better than you right now.
Yeah. Just styling on him a little bit.
Oh, not a bad item. Especially seeing as Beastmaster. BKB. Yeah, I think you maybe give it a Beast, considering he's not got the gold for a BKB. Might allow him to run in and get Primal Roar easily without being interrupted. Especially for the Global Silence worry. Mid one, pick up by the Avalanche, lift. Pin, damage done, Handskin should be going down, no escape from that. They're going to chase through Pile on the wall, Primal Roar comes out, Sansa, now he's the target, trying to push them away from the RP, but no, has to hold it, interrupted again. The buybacks come out from two on the side of Alliance, but now the Winner's Curse is there. The retreat is coming out from Secret. They realize that they have exploited Alliance's weaknesses and forced two big buybacks. Alliance getting nothing for it. The other thing, once again, no Science Eclipse used. Every time, Nietzsche is just keeping this as an insurance policy against Alliance trying to just 5-man stack up and push into them.
double buyback expended as well by Alliance, so that makes this Roshan in the next 15 seconds even more valuable for them. I don't know if I want to give it to Hanskin. Time for Limp to get that Aegis so that the game is over.
I think they need to let Matuma Man farm these stacks. He's so close to buyback and it's coming off cooldown in 30 seconds. As you said, Roche coming up soon. You want to have the means to get out and fight. Big issue is one side has Shrine, the other doesn't. However, that side that has Shrine has committed to buyback, so they immediately need to go for this Roche. Already, Secret moving across. They're going to get the D-wards in and look to move forward right now. Do you do this quick enough? Gonna be close. More shot to scout out. The Roche is coming out of the pit. They can't kill it quick enough. They have to drag it back in. This is ours. Stay away. Now or never.
Dealt with the Hawk. The Gem of True Sight that's sitting on Venomancer, who put double damage on himself. Not.
Jump in, Hex on into him. Farda in trouble with Global Silence comes out. Can he get him blown off? Force stuff away. The Witness Curse is going to be used on Nico Baby, though, to control him out of the fight. But Farda still alive. Poisoned over in 10 seconds. Jump in. Hex is going to come out. OD needs to protect himself right now. Has got the back to a horn, but they jump in. There it is. They get the kill. Morphling down. Has to buy back straight away. 33 being kited out. No mana to work with. Already used the RP. Zai will retreat. Barely alive. Do they let them have this Aegis? Yep, he's coming back in.
5% HP.
Biggie Bane's like, fine. Worth the buyback. Gets his hands on a second life anyway, and all of a sudden, Secret. They do have some sort of opening that they can exploit against the Alliance, but the problem is that now you have to kill the Morphling twice. Question is, what have you got? Well, for a start, you don't have buyback on Puppy.
That's for sure.
It's dicey, right? It's like, this should be clean cut. Alliance should just be able to go in the base, hit the buildings, and retreat. But if they hemorrhage a kill on the retreat, even on Mega Creeps, Secret could barrel down mid because Limp does not have buyback for 5.5 minutes. They know this. Now Morphling won't have buyback. So if he goes down once to just get those racks and then dies in the defense, the game in favor of Secret because they have a fast push lineup.
Yeah, Limp's holding the cheese, which it's all right, you know, going to keep you alive, but he doesn't have it in any.
And he says, I
get a bit confused.
Think about how long these stuns last, right? And think about the difference between these two sides. Like, who has a reset? RP is your only reset, and we've seen how often 33 gets interrupted trying to do it. At least this time he has a BKB, but you're still getting kited out in a lot of these engagements. And also, Secret have 2 magic immunity piercing stuns.
Double damage that's in the bottom side of the river. We've got Secret grouping up, probably, or just sitting on the high ground with their more
the true high ground Isha has found.
The Arteezy high ground.
Ah, maybe that's why they added this item. We'll get to find out after the series, as EG is coming up next. But before that can be achieved, someone has to win here, and Alliance are smoked up. Backing up Nico, baby. Hex comes out. Willing for him quickly here. They're trying to jump in, blink away. They're not going to hesitate here. They see the Magnus, but now they jump in. The Hex comes out. The Global Science with the Poison Nova as well. Force stuff to get him out. Double force stuff. OD's away, but Matumba's left behind. Cold Embrace to buy some time, and Nisha turns around the BKB, looking to fight. The BKB on Nico Baby still running. Winter Curse to buy a little bit of time. Puppy tries to TP out and will be successful. The Primal Wars on the side, and Hanskin might go down in the meantime. Avalanche is out to slow down Nico Baby. Seals that DD. Astro as well to buy some time. Nisha just trying to ensure everyone can retreat. He needs to get out himself and look to heal up, as he has no BKB for 50 seconds. Zai, well, it was ambitious. He at least ensures everyone else gets out alive. He does have buyback. And a lot was expended by Alliance. I don't know if they can go.
So ambitious by both teams. I think you can go forward a little bit and try and get them to expend that Beastmaster buyback, but yeah.
That's the best you can get, because you used the Global Science, you used the Poison Nova as well. You didn't use the RP though.
No,
you
he
need to wait for the combo.
And didn't RP, even though he's got that refresher orb. Or pass it over. Yeah, he's passed it to the silencer now. So maybe they're passing it back and forth whenever you know, feel like one global silence is enough. But global's up, then 2 RPs is going to be more.
It's a critical play here as well, right? Because you global, there's a BKB out from Nisha, you global again, suddenly the OD does no damage and they have to somehow retreat. Could be the way to win the fights. The concern is the growing amount of mobility, right? Those 4 staffs coming to play for the side of Secret. I mean, you have 4 at play. 5, sorry. So finding a pick-off, even with double global, isn't easy.
The thing that's a little surprising to me is with all of this control, part of it is the fact that a lot of it pierces, but there's only 3 BKBs in a 48-minute game. Rarity, you would have 4 BKBs.
Well, we make it work. Smoke's coming out on each side.
Get the backstab.
Timberman. A good entry kill if you can stop from BKB first. Puppy's going to break that smoke. Has got the winner's card. Pops the Linkers. Now the RP comes out onto Puppy alone. Nisha moves in with a Hex though. They see the opportunity on 33. They're going to try and wipe him out. Science going to kill him off. Buyback straight away. Global Science has been used, but no BKB used yet. No D. Look to run away. BKB's been used on Matumbaman. They'll chase through and look for him. He has got the cast. Needs to push Nico Baby away, but activates the BKB, so that can't happen. Matumbaman weaving through the tree lines. That strike won't kill him off, but the follow-up will the Glaives. Dead for 120 seconds. Has to buy back. Global Science comes out. Beastmaster forced off the way. Nisha tossing out the fight with the BKB activate. It's about to end. The Hex going to come out, push away. Holding him down, slows out with the Gale, but there's the 4-star to get Nisha out safely. And they did not lose Zai. That was the critical one. They do lose their tier 4s, but however, if Zai went down, that may have been game, as he does not have buyback.
Secret are doing such a good job of defending against this, but these creeps, they're so persistent. They're trying to push through. They're trying to end the game for Alliance, who are having a lot of trouble securing these key kills. I feel like 33... he's had a few questionable decisions with regards to his Blink Dagger usage. Blinks in, doesn't use RP on anyone, or he uses it and it doesn't hit anything. Then he kind of kept in no man's land.
And it's a problem because, you know, they expended everything for that. Not just their big ultimates this time, but the big power of things like the Refresher are gone. And now you're in a situation where your Alliance, you're probably saying, wait for the next Roach. The question is, Secret last time struggled a little bit to contest you, but what do they have different this time? Well, soon they're going to have extra attack speed on Nisha. Where's the up for Big Iron? Matumbaman, that's the problem, right? If they can actually snipe out Matumbaman, who now just doesn't have buyback, that should be game. But by the time you're looking at Roche, maybe if it's a long spawn, Zai has buyback again, so he can play a little bit more aggressive. Zai, who still doesn't have a BKB.
And they're going this cooldown reduction style as well. Wanting that extra marksmanship, it's all about the survivability. Not just for
I think
him,
you have enough attack speed, to be honest, at this stage. Especially if OD is going to cover the rest of it himself with the move shard. Big loss is coming up. Fada is close to 25. I think we know what happens here. Actually, I don't know. Like, there's an argument both sides, right? Like, Poison Nova for big fights, that's always good. Or Plague Ward to slowly kill the high ground.
Honestly, Plague Ward. I think you can even place a few of them near the Ancient. It's gonna take a lot of attention to deal.
Global Silence, jump in. Alright, I think that was just to deter their attack on the Nico baby as they popped his Lincolns. But that's perfect, because look at Nisha. Science Eclipse just came off cooldown, and you just used Global Silence. Roche might spawn in just over a minute as well. These timings give an opening for Secret.
See the way that they're playing as well. Puppy's positioned himself at the front of these team fights now. Secret doing a great job playing around their items. He's got the magic lamp that's going to rejuvenate him if he does get picked off. He's got buyback up in 30 seconds.
The awkward state of affairs. If you just keep waiting out, everyone's going to buy back again. Every time we look back, it's like, who has the advantage this time around? Alliance could get the advantage if they start building into refreshers, right? Like, you're thinking double RP, double Global Silence. High impact spells. Time to reach that point.
Limp's building into what he's got queued up is that Blink Dagger, though, so they want to take the fight on their terms. They want to get these pickoffs. The good thing about Secret, though, is that in these situations where they don't have any vision on the map, but they still have the confidence to group up at the right times and split up at the right. Well, mid one, look at him walking forwards with a Gem of True Sight.
I mean, in fairness, they are being enabled a lot by Zai, right? This is the power of Beastmaster, even this lane of the game. The Hawk's just scouting out a lot. But still, a bold move going up the high ground just like that. Does at least have buyback to explain his eagerness to find death and stare her in the face. Tiny, almost 25 now as well. Now, I feel like triple toss in this game could be pretty impactful.
Oh yeah. Point as a position 5. If you're level 25, you're very happy with how things have turned out. 3 tosses enables you to move around. It means that OD suddenly, if you're not there to use his Aghanim Scepter that he's invested a lot of gold time into. Sitting on 7.4k HP as well, building it.
I'm wondering
We haven't seen any big explosions with an OD ult, have we?
No, it's like I said, it's insurance policy. If he uses it, Alliance will just run at you straight away. That's the big threat then. When it's Gus pushed into his own team, a lot of damage being done to him right now, but now Hanskin trying to disrupt his Avalanche. They jump in BKB, Private around. RP to buy enough time. Global Silence as well, but Tiny in a little bit of trouble. Nisha trying to burst him down. Has got Silence Clips, might have to use it in a second. Sparta hexes him up. Now OD needs to make his escape plan. Stand up for a while. Timberman is going to go down. That's a big problem. Silence Clips gets dropped. Doesn't kill him off. Hanskin's still alive. Will move away just in time. And Astro to buy himself a little bit of time. Forcing the buyback out of Sparta in the meantime. Mid one going to be chased on 2. Next will die. As Nico Baby cleans up another. The buyback comes out. OD is down. He is definitely going to need a buyback here. Puppy will be found as well in the retreat. He also does have buyback. Secret being pushed up against the wall. Somehow you now have to hold without your draw range for 100 seconds. And Roche is up in 10.
Best they can to push it out. You're gonna check it. It's not gonna be up. Will they stay around though? Oh. In and out.
Should be sticking a courier in there if anything. They might just try and make a move out of desperation, right? This game has felt on the precipice of going either way. So you just feel this need to push this advantage right now. No Science Eclipse either for 110 seconds. You could not ask for a better opportunity if you're the side of Alliance.
The Symmetry side on the top side as well. At this point, the courier starts to come into effect. Are we going to see any crazy items coming out that could change the state of the game?
I think Alliance just want to end the game before it gets to that stage. Liv
Level
has
5
global
Dagon, let's go.
in 50 seconds. Take the spot. Astral. Hex out. Nice full stop away. When his curse going to be used. Only under limp though. Really achieving anything with it. He should move away from Nico Baby in time, breaking the trees. Jump in, Avalanche toss is going to be there on the side. BKB gets forced out. Cold break used on him though. May have been a mistake. OD, hexed off. BKB looks to run away. We had to do so. Lotus is almost well to protect further. And Magnus, the target of the Primal Roar, coming out to buy enough time to get back into the fountain. Just about. Nisha will hide in his own safe realm. But as you said, Froze exposed and they are going for it. Alliance have had enough of it. Screw the Mega Creeps. End the game. Poison over to zone them back into the fountain. Creeps, I'm going to finish off alone. Hans trying to clump down. They'll find the kill to OD, and it looks like they might have finally done it. Bear Kit is not going to be enough. Alliance will take the game against Secret.
And
but my God,
after 3 series,
he made them work.
They're level. They're level. 2 wins and 1 tie apiece at the top of their group. Shows, you know.
Most definitely. You know.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Radiant's turn to ban.
So Sand King is going to be the call from Team Liquid.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Dyer's ban now.
Yeah, he's pretty good at doing that. You know, even a puck, you do feel a little bit threatened by a
5
sand at the
seconds
very
remaining.
least. Zach always like.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
5 seconds remaining.
So,
Radiant's turn to pick.
Morphling.
all right, final pick for VICI Gaming. What's it going to be?
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. No Viper though. Yeah, first phase Viper ban. VG Gaming obviously fearing that hero a little bit, which is fair enough. It seems strong. Also ban. Just ban everything.
Hero.
Yep, Ori Puck gonna be playing into the Quake for Leshrac, actually, Mickey on the Morphling. So we don't really know whether Leshrac's gonna be mid or safe lane just yet. We'll see how they decide to lane it. I just need to change the terrain real quick. So that's gonna involve some quick reconnecting. So do bear with me 1 second. I'm just gonna throw it over to a break screen. But yeah, continue talking about who's playing what. Please save a like whilst I get this done real quick.
Finally came up for air. Prepare for battle.
You haven't. Well, yeah, hopefully this can be the one. I don't know. It feels like it could go on that long, but then again, I don't think there's ever been a 70-minute game where someone's been like, this is going to be a 70-minute game beforehand, except maybe those crazy Medusa games which you used to get, but that hero's been disappeared for a long time, so. Really? She's got a horrible win rate. Pubs, anyway. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's got like 35% or something crazy low. You guys must be really good then.
"30 seconds to battle." Cast off the lines. We embark for battle.
Oh, Tiger with the steals. That's very tasty. Is he going to pay for this? I really don't think he should, to be honest. You've got Leshrac coming over. He can level stun if he needs it, but Tiger's going to get out just fine. Gets under the tower. Everything's okay. Nice steal there from Tiger, and that's going to leave Liquid with 3 bounty runes starting off, so already in the lead. Can they come back from this? Probably. Probably, yeah. Or are you going to be laning it up in the mid versus Mickey? And, I mean, I still feel like this isn't bad for the Morphling. Like, he's probably going to get beaten down a little bit, but in terms of matchups, I don't think he's going to be completely destroyed, right? Oh, hold on, we've got Elder Titan stunned up and in some trouble, but Liquid struggling to come in and finish the job, and DY actually getting that nice cancel out on the salve onto Tiger, stopping him getting that HP back up, so pretty nice there from him. However, he doesn't have a salve of his own, and yeah, Eurus also doesn't have himself a salve, so that's not ideal.
Welcome back, landlubber. Get any salt in your lungs?
Boxy and Senia putting a lot of pressure up in this top lane. This is very scary to play into. You cannot really lane into this wave of Terra Quill Spray without having a lot of regen brought to this lane. But luckily the creeps are coming in their direction. That is the flip side here. So Yang's going to be able to grab himself a few creeps under tower. DY doing a good job in getting away from this creep wave as well to allow the Doom to get their solo XP. All good stuff. Meanwhile at mid, Ori, he's off to a dominating start, as you expected. Mickey just pops a salve, gets back in here.
Regeneration!
Ori with the value plays there, using the orb to get himself a range creep and then jumping over to get the range rune as well, just sending in the right direction. That's really forward thinking of him right there. This man, he's thinking of the future. Yeah, and burst you with as well if you're not careful. Mickey just ferrying out the salves right now, so out of the few CS he is getting, he's also happened to regen up a lot as well, and that sounds even going to get cancelled at the tail end, but it's first blood in the top lane as Boxy dives PYW. Yang trying to get revenge here, but not really much he can do against Boxy. Does throw down the Infernal Blade, which is pretty good versus his tanky Bristleback, but unfortunately not going to be any revenge for this kill onto PYW. The Wyvern dies for nothing.
Right. What's this? Dire fortified their structures?
Yeah, he's trying to ride the cliff right in here, playing the line a little bit, but these Quail Sprays are coming up onto him, but they've actually got the mana drain on the Doom, which is an amazing pickup. It's just going to stop the Quill Sprayers from being able to be spammed by Boxy here, so unable to chase any further for that one. Nicely done. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, oh, that's a kill onto Mickey. Rory gets him silenced under the tower and bursts him down. That is a very nice play, having the 2 points in Waning Rift there as well. He's actually going max Waning Rift just to get the maximum silence duration damage out onto Mickey, so there's your first kill in the mid lane as well. Yeah, fantastic.
Heist!
He's just a hedgehog. He's actually going to run into two heroes here. He could be in some trouble. He's taking damage pretty quickly from Yang here. He tries to turn around and get the kill onto PYW, but he is just going to fall. Insania nowhere near to help out there as he was going for a pull. And, well, I think Boxy, he got his haste rune taken away. It purges the haste rune, doesn't it? The mana burn. Or it doesn't purge? No, okay, so it just ran out then.
Oh, my
They really are.
A gift from the goddess.
I'll take your tribute.
When these bounty rune spawns, how beneficial is it for you to be able to grab the closer bounty rune to your lane? You know, so say you're trading 1-1 for the bounty runes in your lane. Do you get much of an advantage if you're able to take the outpost bounty rune first and then have to send one of the enemy heroes over out of the lane for a bit to go and get the river rune? Does it really make a difference to the lane? Right. They're going. Gyrocopter, he's getting kind of low here, but does have a lot of one charges, so he's able to heal himself up, and now the sleep comes forwards onto the Sand King. Rocket following as well, but it's gotten rid of. There's a few flat cannons coming out as well, just trying to farm down the wave as quickly as possible as the situation is diffused in this bottom lane, and Liquid, they managed to just bring it back to normal here. It's a surprisingly boring lane down at bottom, which is weird when you've got a Sand King and a Leshrac. Usually when you have this setup into stun for a Lesh, you want to see a lot of action happening, but it's been very, very slow. Eurus unable to make the pull.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this deluge.
Nori's TPing in. He popped the Ender's rune just before he TP'd, but it does look like it's been spotted out by Liquid as Tiger and Quakefer are long gone. Ori does see Tiger here. Ooh, Tiger's coming forward, actually. Now Ori's out of here. He's bored. He immediately sees that heroes have left, although I say that, he's coming back in now. All right, I'm just going to be proved wrong several times. BY gets the Observer Ward now. Well, they're going to throw it down the corner. They're going to throw it down the Silence as well. Sand King running out of options fast here. Got to find a way out of this one. He's going to sit inside the Sandstorm. Now actually Burrow striking himself out of this one as he was out of the range of that sentry, but got a little bit panicked there as one of the rocket barrages did connect. There was no sentry though, so he could have just lived that one out. I'm surprised. I guess the puck would have killed him eventually, but...
Same as you, Tidehunter.
Now there's a fight in the jungle right now. Rumble in the jungle, and Yang is the one losing his health currently as Tiger TPs to try to turn it around. It was initially a gank onto Boxy, but they look to be turning it around here on Liquid, and they're going to be able to get PYW. Won't be able to get Yang as well, though they did manage to land the Wave of Terror onto him, given the vision. But Yang, he is long gone.
I think not. Double damage!
Yeah.
Radiant think
He's doing a pretty damn good job on the lane thanks to this Puck's rotation. But Puck should find another kill here. Does drop the coil, but I mean, he was going to stun him, so kill him, I guess. Easy. Oh, the Ocean Heart. Get it, Boxy! Get it! Oh,
is under attack.
Puck didn't see. really does. I mean, I'm glad it has the attributes, otherwise it could be completely rubbish. But yeah, I mean, you think about the amount of time you spend in the river. Yeah.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Yeah. But, you know, it gets to plant trees with the wood tree. I do love that. I've seen a couple of really cool plays of that so far. Hoping to see a lot more. My favorite one is if you give it to Leshrac, he can go and take any tier 1 tower in the game just by sitting under the tower with a tree hiding him. Yeah, that's pretty next level strategy. I haven't seen it yet, though.
You can't have it!
Thank you, thank you. I'm full of them. They don't tend to work, but... Meanwhile, Ori's doing the stack he's made for himself, and he's going to find himself 2 neutral items, but can't go in for it because he's so low on HP. Or grab the orb and be able to secure that Keen Optic and Ocean Heart for himself. Is there a little bit of mirroring in the items? Do you think that's hard-coded into the game? Because I'm pretty sure every single game I've played, there's been at least one item which has been mirrored on the enemy team. I don't know. We'll see. We'll try and keep an eye on it over the next couple of days. Meanwhile, oh, again, Tiger. He's the rune thief, and he finds himself another piece of bounty here. Yang can only run in circles. Yeah, how many times is this going to happen? Yeah, that buff is huge to cast range for the puck. Did he try to dodge Tiger's stun there, or did he think that he had the talent already? Not too sure. Could just be puck habits.
Dire's middle tower is drowning. That's for me.
Well, 10 minutes in, and it's currently 4-2 on the scoreline, so a very quiet laning phase so far as we hit the 11-minute mark. It's a 1k gold advantage for VICI Gaming. They have come out of these lanes looking pretty nice, especially when you've got this Doom. He's always going to do a little bit better in his matchups, and very, very close between these top 4 heroes in the net worth. Meanwhile, Quakefer, very, very poor down in the bottom of the course, but he's going to go through the speeds of travel. He's going to catch up just by pushing lanes really deep and making a lot of team space for his team, so that's going to be the Leshrac's job this game. Yeah. Say is fine. He's gonna jump into the trees. There's a rocket chasing him though. Eurus has the rocket barrage available, and Insania's finished up.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yep, they've got a lot to bring him down, and we might be seeing that right now as the sleep does come through on Tim Ursula being thrown in as well. Meanwhile, W trying to combo it up, does land that Ursula very nicely, as Leshrac will be hammered down into the ground by PYW and DY. And there you see it, just punctuating your point perfectly. Quakefer tries to go for a tower by himself, and gets beaten into the ground. Called it, easy. Alright, Insania, they're trying to give him solo XP up here in the top lane so that he gets himself out another swap online, but unfortunately Eurus is not having any of it. And it was actually Tiger that took the turn, so this is one sad +5 right now. Meanwhile, get your mangoes ready. And Doom has found the mango tree. Is he going to do it? He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Oh, he puts it in one of the buggy positions. Look at that. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. I mean, are we like... Look at the vision. Look at the vision. It's disgusting. They see everything. Pretty damn good. PYW, again, just trying to keep this bottom wave pushed out. I mean, Leshrac having not taken his tower 13 minutes into the game, it's not a nice feeling. And now they're even going to set up with Winter's Curse. They don't care that they don't have anybody else on it. It's going to get him a free kill to a Leshrac, and he goes down again. You could say he's making space for his team, but at the same time, he is just trying to dying over and over again. And VICI Gaming gonna get themselves a tier 1 for this one, at least try for it. We'll see if Liquid do respond. Meanwhile, this outpost being taken back by Ori. Boots of Travel now finished on the Lashrak at the very least, so he can be a little bit more annoying. Maybe try some other lanes, see how they feel. Try them on for size. He needs some help. Maybe the Boots of Travel will help him a bit, you know, to be a little bit less predictable on the map, but we'll see. Meanwhile, Science out onto the Morphling. He's got to wait a long time before he can morph strength, but luckily there is no damage follow-up from VICI Gaming, so Mickey can just go straight back into farming, and he's going for this Lincoln Sphere as his first item. There is a Doom on the enemy team. It's fair enough.
Dire's middle tower
Doesn't help him against the Puck Silence, though. He will find himself being troubled by. Look at this build from Ori. This guy's Blink Dagger, Desolator.
Radiant's bottom tower
He's going
is
for
under
it. Let's
attack.
go.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah, of
faces a
course.
stiff
Also, when you look at the Gyrocopter as well, with his flat cannon, he's going to absolutely love it if everybody on the enemy team is affected by the Desolator. Good synergy.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a
Flat
stiff
cannon
wind.
destroys everybody's. Well, Morphling, he's not really chilling on super high agi, but Ori was trying for it anyway.
Tower is
The
under
Tiger
attack.
comes in, helping out to try and defend this middle tower. DY, do you have vision? He does have vision now. Great job.
Radiant's bottom tower has
They've
won
lost a
its
stone on the
last
Doom.
battle.
Immediately given to PYW. Yeah, Vambrace always feels rubbish. I honestly, Vambrace is such a disappointment whenever I pick it up. I'm just like, well, guess somebody on my team's gonna like. You don't want to buy another Wraith Band just to make your Vambrace into a Vambrace for Eurus.
Radiant fortified their structures. Attack the heroes! Dire's top tower is about to take...
Oh, Boxy could be in some trouble. Doom comes down. They've got to sleep onto him as well. Infernal Blade coming out. They're throwing everything. The whole kitchen sink thrown into Boxy's face, and he will not be surviving this one at all. The right clicks follow through. Make sure that Doom finishes off. Meanwhile, a call out onto Insania. It's going to grab and kill number 2. That's going to be 2 easy pickoffs in the river for VICI Gaming, punishing Liquid for coming anywhere near their jungle. Meanwhile, Quakefer, he is a man who's been bitten, and he is just splitting, pushing. Well, he's not split pushing at all. He's just going for the easy creeps. Tiger's doing his best, bless his golden socks, but unfortunately his best might not be much here at all as they managed to get him under the sentry ward. The damage is coming in. They managed to get the cold embrace to keep him alive a little bit, but there's the damage coming in. Was that cold embrace? That's the wrong team. PYW is cold embrace. Right? Oh, Mickey's still there. Ah, okay, all right. I thought I was tripping real hard there, but luckily my sanity is intact. Yeah, this could be bad here. Mickey's actually caught. He's not able to get this strength off. Okay, he's got the waveform out. No Doom available. Luckily for Mickey, it was used a little bit earlier on to the Bristleback.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Here I am.
Oh, yeah. You're right, actually. I've never thought about that side of it, but yeah, that's and the value, the vast just really does not check out on that item. Meanwhile, Mori trying to chase down a little vengeful spirit here, and the little vengeful spirit will be dropped, and all of a sudden, Boxy's found himself in a pretty painful position. He's trying to fight up into Yang, and Yang's actually losing this brawl here. Tiger's going to come in and try and help out with this one. Quake's running around the other side as well. Cold Embrace going to keep Yang alive a little bit longer, but the damage is there. Nice cold wind disgust, but it's not enough to finish the job. Quake will be able to get him with the magic damage spill, and that's going to put an end to the Doom's life. And actually, that was 3 heroes in total for Liquid there, so they do find a pretty profitable engagement in the enemy jungle.
Is about to take the plunge.
That was a really important series of events for them because they needed a win pretty badly. And look at Quake's positioning, just chipping away at the tower with this edict. Really nice. Between him and Mike, then we'll be able to bring down the tier 1 in mid. That's an important tower to bring down. That's going to relieve some of this pressure. The TP point now gone. Liquid now have a chance to actually play their map a little bit easier. Yeah, for sure. But would they have gone for the fight of the Shrine side in the game? Would they keep on pushing into this side of the map? You know, it's all a puzzle which we've got to figure out. You know, it's a challenge of casting.
Have the spyglass at hand.
I think another point to be made is that Ori could definitely be a bigger factor in these fights if he'd gone for a different build. But he is going for this Desolator. We'll see if it pays off. It's going to be about 1k more gold before he's got it. You know, if he went for this Veil, or if he went for, you know, something more active, maybe an Aura or something like that. I don't know, what do pucks usually go? They go Maelstrom, don't they?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's gonna slap. See, all I'm doing here is just trying to make, you know, save the Dota 2 player base, you know? We've got a declining player base. Someone needs to help out. It's gonna be that champion, bringing the kids into Dota. Slap is going to be lit. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, we're going to do now onto the Bristleback. He's trying to get himself to safety. It looks like he's done that. Meanwhile, Tiger goes for a 2 centimeter blink. A questionable entrance to the fight, but he has been able to get on top of the Winter Wyvern. But let's finish him off, and he is going to die in response, as does Tiger. Prevent the He coming down the low ground. Finishes off PYW now. Looks for Ori as well. Ori needs to get himself out of this one, because Mickey is scary. Stealing that flat cannon, going to town. Urus on the run. They've got the rocket whilst they should be able to chase him down pretty easily here. Mickey has smelling blood, and he's going to grab that kill. Meanwhile, Yang gets killed off in the backlines. He tried a little bit too hard to dive here, and that's going to be a Doom dying as well. VICI, they have spilt their spaghetti all over the floor, and Liquid, they are taking advantage of this right now as they find another good fight here, I'd say.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Radiant's top tower just got sent to the bottom.
Radiant are scanning for enemies. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah.
They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower.
Four-second cooldown is insane. I would like to see if he goes for the Aghanims after the beat. I have a feeling he might. It does feel like an extremely good item when you're playing into his Bristleback, and it does apply a break as well. Meanwhile, talking to Bristleback, he's given DY a little bit of trouble here as DY is trying to fake out the stomp. We'll be able to get him held still with the coil, but this is just going to be a sleepy Bristle. The sleepy hedgehog takes a nap in front of the tower and wakes up and jumps away. Let's see it. He's going to do some goddamn damage. So, 5 check for Team Liquid. How are they feeling right now?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Hello, Tiger. Oh no, he got his blink cancelled. Oh, that does not feel good. Or he just comes in and face tanks it anyway, and it looks like Sand King's gonna go down to the cooldown. Boom! There he goes. Tiger demolished. That was a very, very sad series of events for that Sand King. Did not enjoy watching that.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Yeah, that seems pretty nice. Oh my god, the Orbit Destruction would be disgusting. Desto? Yeah. literally. That's a Stygian Desolator right there. Benny is playing a dangerous game right now, and I think he might have just, realized that this puck is nothing to play around with. This is not a friendly, fun, bouncy little puck he used to saying. This is a swole big boy puck, ready to just chonk down on some fools. Do you think that could be a good, like, persona for Puck? Gym Puck, where he's just, like, super ripped? Yeah, still the same size, just, like, super beefy and with, like, a super low voice. Anyways, in the middle lane, Yang is jumping onto Kuiper right now. They're going to use the Winter's Curse to try and hold him still, but I'm not too sure what the floor is, especially as Mikkei's here. He's going to be able to get the Cold Embrace onto him, so Leshrac kept plenty safe, and look at the range on Mikkei. This is one fast firing Morphling right now. He's trying to finish the job onto Yang. Well, Tiger's jumped onto the front lines again. Not quite sure about that one. He's going to get finished off. Moving on the cooldown, helping back the rest of his team. Boxy jumps around the side. There's a coil onto Mikkei. Mikkei popping the BKB, turning it around. He's up in the air. He's doing the damage. Eurus is the target. Does he find the damage to finish him off? I think he jolly well might. It's just flying around at him with this with his Winter's Curse, and he will be able to finish the job. Kuiper does get finished off in the backlands, however, and Bristleback somehow got doomed during all of this. He just went over towards Yang. There comes the damage out onto him. Yang just chunking away at the Bristle with that Infernal Blade, but Bristle by himself is able to zone out 4 heroes. It's not a good position for VICI Gaming to be in, but they don't have the Doom anymore. Therefore, the kill potential onto the Bristle is gone for now. Doom, what does he queue up? I'm just watching this guy like a hawk right now. It's got to be the Agnins, right?
That's for me.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately this Gyro is just getting out-gyroed, or actually out-everythinged by the Morphling. He's stealing this Wyvern form and is attacking from a million miles away. He can also steal the Gyro form if he wants to, attack everybody. Like, Mikkei's got so many options this fight. It's actually amazing. A blindingly good Morphling game. Always have to target. Uh-oh, he's a little bit dead here. Oh, no, in comes Winter's Curse, try and save him, but the damage from the Leshrac might be too much, or he cannot get himself. Does get finished off. Wasn't able to blink, unfortunately, and PYW also getting finished off there. That's going to be 2 kills, and a Winter's Curse burnt. Team Liquid just playing at such a high tempo. VICI Gaming just getting schooled a little bit here, I feel. Interesting splitter. Oh, we've got the tree. Oh, Kuiper. That is a player right there. He was ready. He's done his homework. He's read the handbook. Kuiper not looking to get caught out by these shenanigans of VICI Gaming. I mean, Stygian Desolator Puck. My body is ready. Is it going to be enough? I mean, this Morphling does just feel kind of unbeatable at this stage. Now we've got an Aegis as well. BKB down to 9 seconds, not going to be much bother. 3 if anybody wants one, why not? There you go, Courier. Take that back to base. Don't litter. Don't leave your items around. Vibe check for VICI Gaming. How are they feeling? Yeah, they just did it now. Alright. They got hope. I'm gonna be extremely excited if we get towards that 25 on the park, because I want to see him go for that rapid. I know it's unlikely, but with the build, maybe. He doesn't go for the Ags. He has to go for the Ags to penetrate the BKB of the Morphling, so.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind. Radiant structures are fortified.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. Have you played it much in the offlane?
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle
Uh-oh. Stun to follow up does chain it perfectly, and this is one dead puck. Good night, sweet prince. Already dying for 322 gold. Make of that what you will. Yeah, he's going for it. I think this is actually a huge time for VICI game, and this could really catch them off guard. He's out here straight vibing, dude. What can I say? Winter's Curse. Uh-oh. Goodbye, Bench. See you later, buddy. Ow. I'm actually kind of surprised that PYW was just like, yeah, I know the Boxy's going to be able to kill his teammate that easily. I was surprised at how quickly that Venge died, honestly. Oh god. Oh god. He's on the run. I actually think to turn this one around with the BKB TP from Mira, so there's not going to be any possibility of a kill here, so. Alright, everybody's just playing with fire. But, you know, Koikfa survived, so no biggie. He's also got boots to travel, so he's going to be straight back on the map. And now Gyrocopter, he's finished off his Aghanim's. Doom, he's certainly very close to finishing off his as well. Some big timings coming up from VICI Gaming. I almost feel like Liquid need to be pushing their advantage a little bit harder, but they just tried to, and they lost their Vengeful Spirit in trying to do that. But now that Winter's Curse on cooldown... Very rude. Yeah, they will be able to get themselves a bit of XP.
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder. Dire's structures are fortified. That's for me.
Yep. Yeah, it is disgusting against strength heroes, and guess what Team Liquid have 2 off? And even Morphling, if he goes straight in towards that strength morph, it's not going to feel nearly as good as it once did if he needs to survive in some clutch situations. I'm a little bit worried. I just really want Liquid to pick up the pace here, but they are just chillaxing. They are not doing much right now. Waiting for Roshan and giving VICI Gaming the space they need to hit their timings. Now Doom, he's got the Aghanims. This means, just so you guys know, if it means a Fell Blade now applies a break for 6 seconds. Is the break as long as the burn duration? Yeah, so it's infinite. Yeah, 1.75 stun duration along with War Stomp as well. You cannot get away from this Doom. It is horrifying, and you're going to be horrified, I think. If Yang is enabled in these fights, we might see some frogs.
Dire's top tower is about to take
Radiant
the
are
plunge.
scanning for enemies.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And what's the cooldown on Warstomp? It's not even that long, is it? 12 seconds. Okay, so yeah, you only get to do it like for 6 seconds, then you kind of got to run around in circles for 6 seconds more, but still, I mean, you're going to keep on slowing them down, you're going to keep on being on top of them on the Doom. He's got a VKB, he's got a Craig, he's ready to go. But Liquid, they're smoking up, they're looking for some action right now, they've hit some timings of their own. He's come up into this high ground. Mickey does have that Ethereal Blade in his pocket, and he really wants to show it off to VICI Gaming. Yeah, both teams really not really respecting buybacks an awful lot here. Only the Gyrocopter, and Mickey's very close to it as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, this guy doesn't care. He's just jumping straight at them. Blasting Elder Titan a little bit. There's a missile coming out. It's Boxy. He pops a BKB out. It just kills DY, no problems. Now looks over towards Yang as well. Yang, he's dropping pretty low here. Down to about half health already. Boxy doing so much damage. This little hedgehog, he is mean. He is looking to fight. Yang has to stay back. Meanwhile, Winter's Curse comes out onto Leshrac. Catches absolutely nobody. Tiger goes to the ultimate. Gets cancelled out by Ori. Nice job from Ori there on low HP just to control up Tiger and gets him the kill. Eurus now has to run away though. This Morphling is too strong in that Winter Wyvern form with those long range attack forms. VICI Gaming get themselves back.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind. Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah. Unfortunately though, losing that Elder Titan so early on into the fight just really puts VICI Gaming on the back foot. They cannot really take the fight up that. And the Mesa managed to get a kill on the Tiger, but it was a really nice little play from Ori to enable them to do that. But, you know, the Doom cannot stand and fight. He absolutely cannot stand and fight if the Elder Titan's already dead. There's so much of their team fight on the Elder Titan, just from this aura. And the stun. He has to be zoning out everybody else off the Bristleback whilst they try and deal with Boxy. But that's obviously kind of hard to do if he's dead. Yeah, 6 seconds. Stun comes out from Quaker here. Boxy's on top of him. DY's right behind, and they've got some invis onto him as well. DY does have to be careful. We know what happened last time he got caught by this Bristleback, but DY's paying respect this time. He's keeping his distance. Don't poke the hog. Yeah.
They're trying to bring down Radiant's top.
Yeah, he really wants to be on this front line, but just takes a ton of damage from that Ethereal Blade. Now forces it back once again. VICI can't really get behind him, but they do have Ori doing some split pushing right now.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
No, we have not. He's too afraid to turn around and hit Boxy. All right, here we go. Yeah, look at him just die. He has lost anything.
A prize.
Yeah, that's the thing. All this stalling is going to make some players get their 25s up. I really hope so, but I doubt it. I mean, how can you turn down the dank 420 talent? Very difficult. It is such a long way. Like, I don't think we'll see it this game. The pace we're going at right now as they initiate onto Yang. Nice 4-staff away, though. Buying him a little bit of safety with the cooldown as well. Zoning the bad Boxy, though. He's in from behind right now. Eurus is just trying to zone him out a little bit. Yang's on top of him. BKB popped. That's going to get rid of that Infernal Blade for now. Boxy able to stay on the front lines. Once that BKB runs out, he will be a little bit vulnerable. Let's see if VICI can take advantage of that. Not really, with Nikkei just sitting right behind them. And now they jump forward. They go for the doom, but he dooms himself. Oh, no. Yang, he's doomed himself up on the high ground. Tiger's just zoning him back. He's taking a lot of damage, though, in scene right now. Boxy trying to come through the sidelines, and here comes Nikkei. He's got the damage, takes down Yang. Tiger and Quaker might be dead, and now actually it looks like the Morphling could be in some trouble. They're trying to chase him, but he jumps right back in, trying to link up with Boxy here, but he's got to be a little bit careful. Nikkei doesn't have that much health to play around with. He's losing his health. He's losing his health. He's on top of Eurus, and Eurus gets a kill. Winter's Curse comes down onto the Bristleback, trying to hold him still. If Danny gets dropped, Yang's on top of him. There's your damage. There's your Infernal Blade, and there is your Bristleback dead to rights. Liquid lose all 5 of their players as VICI Gaming finally find the fight of their dreams.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
Yeah, getting straight in here, and there's a Satanic delivered from the Gyrocopter as well. That was absolutely ridiculous. And, you know, I kind of breathe entire relief here as well. We spent way too long hyping up this Doomags and the timings which they're reaching on VICI Gaming, so VICI Gaming just go and lose this game in a fight. But they take it, they'll get Roshan, and now they're in a really great place. Liquid are now very much on the back foot. They need to find a way back into this one. Only one fight behind, but still, this Morphling just got bullied. He absolutely got bullied. I think one of the biggest problems there is I think he stole the form of the Doom in this one. I mean, ranged Infernal Blade sounds okay, but
Visibility.
I don't know. It's when you need that damage from the gyro. play. Well, there's a fight going on right now, and Characopter is in the front lines, and well, Liquid, they're kind of caught off guard by this because there's literally only 2 heroes here. They saw the 2 heroes in the top lane, but they can't really make a play. The rest of VICI Gaming going to link up with their team and continue this push.
Dire's middle tower is drowning. Dire's middle tower just got knocked down.
Greetings!
Yeah, I think there was like 1 Infernal Blade on him at the very start, and then they just ignore him. And he gets left behind a little bit. You know, he was right on the back lines of the fight, trying to like bully the Wyvern or something, and Wyvern just flies away. He's got a 4-star, he's got plenty of mobility, so PYW is more than happy to just kite the Bristle around for the entire fight. Really beautifully done. Tiger. See if there's anything crazy going to come up. I think a Shaco on Bristle would be pretty funny. Maybe not good, but pretty funny. There's so many good tier 4 items. It's ridiculous how many good ones there are.
Dire's bottom tower is about to fall.
Sure.
Bottom tower has
Well,
fallen.
Euros will clean up the tier 2 tower, and they just draw a straight up line through the entire enemy side of the map.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Morph going for next. He's going for the Guardy.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Going for this fight right now. Mickey sitting inside his teammate Sandstorm. Nice stun onto 2, and now a follow-up stun from Mickey as well. He's just jumped in over and over them once again. Well, they've thrown up DY onto the air. Stun comes out. This should be a kill onto the other Titan. Can they finish the job? Cold Embrace comes out onto him, and now Winter's Curse also coming down. But the swap's going to save him. Mickey turning damage. He's going to be able to finish off PYW. No, he's not. He's a cheese, and now the Infernal Blade comes out onto the Morphling. Meanwhile, Euros finishes off Boxy on the backlines. They're looking for more as well. Koikfer, he's taking damage right now. The damage from the puck is pretty severe. I don't think he's surprising this one. He's going to use the Yules just to keep himself alive a little bit longer. Insania trying to help out the Left a little bit, but it's not going to matter. But now the kill comes in. Mickey just a casual pickup on his way out of this fight, and that is a very long range on that Burrow Strike with the Ags and the Morphling here. He's going to be holding back for now. Yep, it's not over just yet. Boxy is in the middle of everybody right now, but he is getting controlled up a little bit by the Infernal Blade, losing about half his HP. Looking over towards DY instead, but Eurus does have a lot of damage to throw down onto the little hedgehog right now. Mickey comes flying back in, looking to force him back on the backline, but Boxy's getting low. He's going to lose his life. Mickey now in some trouble, all by himself, getting taken down. He needs to get into the strength bomb, but he can't do it in time. Down goes the Morphling. He's got no buyback. He's not coming back into this fight. A blink down the cliff from Insania here, still trying to make this one happen. Is on the backlines. They find PYW and Yang with the combo from Koikfer and Tiger. The magic damage is here, but Koikfer needs to run. Eurus is chasing him. He's got a BKB. He's got an Aegis, so he really does not care about what Koikfer can do to him. Meanwhile, the backlines, DY being controlled up, but PYW looking to keep this fight ongoing. They want to keep this one alive, and Tiger, yeah, he's probably dead here. Down he goes. That's going to be another one. A little bit of a ninja gear dropping out here as well, which PYW scoops up. But VICI Gaming, they just take and they keep on taking. Buybacks, everything used from Liquid, but buybacks also used from VICI Gaming, and in the end, they do take control of that one. Really? So nothing happened. No, nothing happened, guys. It's just flat, no change in net worth. Who cares? Yeah, only XP, but...
to the impurities. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, unfortunately something very much did happen last fight. There's 3 heroes on the side of Team Liquid. VICI Gaming now going for the barracks, going for mid, going for top, could even think about going for bottom as well. It's still going to be 35 seconds until the Bristleback is returned. 40 seconds until Tiger's here as well. And this puck, oh yeah, by the way, phase shift attack, it works on buildings, no biggie. That's very chill, but they're not going for bottom. You know, they're not pushing their luck, they're not going to try and bite off more than they can chew. They show respect to Team Liquid. And they get themselves away.
Invisibility.
A leveler. Do you know if this works on spells? It just works on right clicks, right? That's a shame. Yeah, it's definitely a backpack item in my opinion. Like, 50 attack speed is good, but still, it's one of those items that you can just shove on, you know, Morphling, and he can whip it out whenever you've won a team fight or something, and just increase your push potential insanely high. He's being bullied a little bit. He needs to have some help right now, and here comes the help. Tiger's in. They've got the puck. They've got him dead to rights. Down he goes. Eurus wants a BKB, as does the Doom coming down onto the Bristleback. He needs to get himself to safety, but I'm not sure there is any safety. Mickey trying to get himself out as well, but Yang is chasing. He is hungry. Wants to bring down this Bristle. Is there any way to save him? I'm not sure there is. Oh, he's actually going to survive. Survives with about 200 HP, which is closer than it looks. Very nice, very nice. The Bristle lives, Doom is wasted. This game's gonna go on a little bit longer then.
Invisibility! $48 damage per car. Well, 48%. Goodness gracious, that is a lot. Nice stun onto 2 here. Nick trying to tie the fight, trying to do something, trying to get VICI caught off guard a little bit. The blast comes down onto the Gyrocopter. This Gyrocopter is stonk, and he's got himself a Satanic ready to pop as well, so really not afraid of the Liquid lineup. Rockets being thrown back and forth, another rocket going their way. There you go, Gyro. Take another one. Oh my god, that was a long jump in from Mickey. Mickey could be in some trouble, but a nice burrow strike through onto 2 once again. Tiger keeps on finding him, but they can't follow up. Eurus is too strong. He's got another BKB charge ready to go, and the rocket will finish the job. Meanwhile, the backline's up on the high ground. They managed to find Insania. Meanwhile, Boxy trying to get somebody here, but again, PYW kiting the Bristle. Bristle, he's just being played with, and now Eurus comes in. The heavy damage, the big dealer is here. Boxy needs to keep his distance from Yang. He's doing a good job of trying to juke him out a little bit. Meanwhile, Mickey coming in. He's ready to fight. The damage comes down. They found the Leshrac on the backline, so when they bring him down, Leshrac is dead. There's only 2 heroes left. Liquid have to do it 4 on 2, and that is just seeming so unlikely. Bristleback broken, and with the curse coming out, they surround him and get ready to bash him into the ground, and this Hedgehog will be put to sleep. There is only 1 hero left on the side of Liquid, and Mickey, I've seen him pull off some reckless things in the past, but things looking a little bit too much for him right now. This might be it, Saberlight. This might be the closing minutes of this game. Mickey, 1 man versus the world.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
Radiant structures are fortified.
There you go, buddy. There you go. We'll get there one day, don't worry. Okay, stealing the gyro form. He's got split shot at the very least. I mean, Tiger's going to be back soon. Venge's going to be back soon after that as well. I don't know, maybe... You don't? Okay. Still hoping for you.
Dire's bottom barracks have fallen.
Trying to clear out the creeps. Eurus happy to bash into him a bit. Oh my god! Gyrocopter! He gets goddamn destroyed. It's Mickey. Sees his moment of opportunity and he is taking it, but dang, it's strong. They need to get themselves out, and there's a Doom coming down onto Tiger, and Tiger is going to get taken out of the fight. And meanwhile, the rest of VICI Gaming, they are going to get themselves away. There's a swap threat on the Venge. That's going to be enough to clear out VICI Gaming. So they do the damage, they take the barracks, and they get themselves out. They do lose their Gyrocopter in the meantime. Liquid probably can't push off this either, which is quite fair.
Icy chill restores me.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
All
and have found all of their neutral items as well. You know, I think they've only found one on the side of Team Liquid because they're just not allowed in their jungle. Quite should get over here and just farm up these neutral creeps. You never know when one of those items might turn things a little bit for them. Who got the flicker?
Illusion.
Oh, okay.
Dire's top shrine.
I mean,
is under
that's just
attack.
going to help him. Oh, did you just buy a full Ags on Wyvern? What a baller. Hey, more percentage-based damage. Let's go. Brittleback is, he wants to be as vulnerable as possible when it comes to his maximum HP pool.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
When did they add a mana cost to flicker, by the way?
Dire's top shrine is under
free.
attack.
Maybe I'm wrong. That's happened before. No. Foxy's trying his darndest, but he's not going to get anything here.
Is under attack.
Tis a shame. What do you think about Mickey constantly turning into his tanking? Yeah, the range is just... Look at that. Yes, it is.
Dire's top shrine is
and
under
when you're like
attack.
the only kind of kill threat on your team as well, you need to be able to jump from the back lines to the front lines. You need the mobility to be where your team needs
Dire's
to.
top shrine has fallen.
It unlocks. Well, Liquid, they've got to be sweating right now. There's now an Aegis. Did they get an Ags? Oh yeah, no, Gyro's eaten his own. Doom has eaten his own. Puck has eaten his own. Ah, Elder Titan. He got the Aghanim blessing from Roshan, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, so now Elder Titan's just going to be rocking up in the front lines of this fight with BKB for free. No worries. Roshan just gave it to him. Chill. Yeah. Why bloody not? Poker looking very tasty on the front lines. Euro's just going to charge up. He's on the 29 now, by the way. And then they go trying to jump on Boxy, but he missed the wall stomp. Is there an opportunity here? Or he's actually just jumping straight onto the back line. He's got two of them held still by this coil. Tiger's losing his life. They swap him out, but the damage is big. Cromake just jumping in, and there comes that split shot. Tiger is followed up, though. Can they finish off Gyrocopter? No, they cannot. He's going to pop the Satanic, heal himself back up. Doom comes down onto the Bristleback. Bristle needs to get himself to safety. He needs to get himself to base. Meanwhile, Ori jumping on top of the Morphling, but they're going to swap him out to safety. It's going to 2 as well, going to keep this fight going. But there's a Winter's Curse coming down onto the Morphling. Can they follow up? Do they have the stun? Yes, they do. Down goes the Morph. He's got a fire back coming straight back into this one. But it just seems to be Liquid Heroes are the only ones that are dying. Now down goes Foxy as well, trying to find someone in the backlines. They're desperately trying to kill a Doom, but it's just not. And there's the game over. Each Gaming will take it in the blink of an eye. A huge fight to end the game. Buybacks in from Liquid. They try everything. They throw everything they've got at
VICI Gaming's turn to ban.
Dire's ban now.
Here's the Radiant ban.
Ten seconds.
All right, let's go.
5 seconds remaining.
The Dire get a ban.
Radiant's turn to ban.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Dire's ban now.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Hello and welcome back to the One Esports Invitational. This is the Singapore event presented by PGL. My name is Nomad and joining me is Saberlight as we get into VICI Gaming versus Team Liquid for this best of 2 group stage game. And VICI Gaming did take game number 1 in a 50-minute slog to the death. And yeah, I mean, Ori played an amazing puck, which is now banned out by Team Liquid, not surprisingly. Let's see what they can pull off in game number 2, while even being the first pick for VICI Gaming.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, agreed. That, I mean, puck is generally strongest here at hand, so I mean, Ori did play a particularly good puck, I agree, but this guy has been pretty heavily banned out by most
Dire's
teams.
turn to pick.
And there's a good reason for it.
Keeper of the light. Bristleback!
Yep. Yeah. It's a naughty combo for sure. Yeah, Cuddle is going to keep on refreshing Bristleback's cooldowns and giving him lots of mana as well, and just allow him to spam out these swirls.
10 seconds.
Part of me wonders
5
though.
seconds remaining.
I don't know, did he really need that much help in shutting down the lane? I mean, he won his last lane, and it didn't really help him that much in the grand scheme of things.
Elder Titan.
Fair enough.
The Dire get a ban.
Here's the Radiant ban.
Yeah, but they will ban out the Doom anyway because Straight up good pick, and of course that Aghanims did cause a lot of trouble for the Bristleback last game, so no surprise to see them get rid of them this time around.
Ten seconds.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Remaining.
Titan does feel very strong right now. Yeah, I like it because my very slow brain isn't good enough at being able to identify outposts every 5 minutes. Every 10 minutes I think I can manage, so yeah, I'm cool with that. I mean, I think it's a valid point though. I mean, it was getting a bit crazy in like the definitely like the mid to low tier games, I think. Everybody just trying to remember, oh god, we've got to get outposts, we've got to get bounty runes, we've got to get Roshan, you know, like most games. You struggle to coordinate a team to take Roshan, let alone coordinate for bounty runes and outposts, so it just kind of became a bit of a hitting the fan moment every time. It neared 5 minutes, people would just start randomly running into 5 heroes, etc. So it was strange. Yep, so slowing down the outposts definitely changed it a little bit, but of course you still get the vision and the TP points from them, so definitely still worth holding on to them when you can, but yeah, it's not like life or death. And also, heroes like Prophet and Zeus were seeing far too much gameplay simply for the fact that they could mess with those shrine areas, which should never really be a thing.
5 seconds remaining.
Sorry, the outpost areas. Yeah. Why do you think they decided to get rid of the non-Roshan shrines, though? Because I would have thought they'd wanted to get rid of the Roshan shrine.
Dire's turn to pick.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Shadow Demon. Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Dire's turn to pick. Warchief.
Yeah, I
10 seconds.
kind of agree. I mean, I think because Radiant's own jungle is you just can't really farm your own jungle. Obviously makes things rough. You can farm your own jungle, but it's a pretty high risk without that shrine there anymore. So yeah, I definitely see what you're saying, and would agree that yeah, Radiant once again feeling a little bit bad about the patch for them. But do we know if teams have been prioritizing that in what they've been picking? In fact, I can check this information. I have this information on hand, I believe.
Radiant's turn to pick.
So for this game,
10
Liquid
seconds.
won the toss, and they went with Dire.
5 seconds remaining.
You're right. So smart. Let's see, in the EG LGD game, Fly wanted Radiant. They won the toss and he chose Radiant. That's gotta be it. In the J-Storm VP game,
Templar
Fear won the toss and asked for first pick. And then Solo chose Dire. In the Alliance game, Father chose first pick, Puppy chose Dire. Yeah, I mean, it looks like everybody's choosing Dire except Fly.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's been a thing for. I think that's been his thing for a very long time, though.
5 seconds
if I remember
remaining.
correctly. Take it, Radiant. Take it, Radiant.
Radiant's turn to bat.
S-Triple-C for Asta took Dire. Secret won the toss and chose first pick, so Alliance took Dire. Everybody except EG have taken. Damn, EG, what you doing? You crazy boys.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to pick.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad, not too much control on the board for a hero like that, and they definitely have the options to get rid of Refraction, but it's not that big a deal. More importantly, there's not a whole lot of dive on the side of Team Liquid in terms of being able to shut down this Templar Assassin's jungle early. You want to see those hard rotating 4s and 5s. Coddle and Shadow Demon probably aren't that. There's no real duo here unless the Sand King can mobilize with these guys, which he doesn't really want to be doing early on. He wants to be late and getting his first few items. And a Drow comes out from VICI Gaming. Hello, Miss Drow. Now, it does feel like they have a decent amount of catch for the Drow already, but still, this hero is extremely strong regardless.
Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, they've already got a ton of save. I think they're absolutely safe to do with this because the Winter Wyvern and the Elder Titan as well. Just so much AoE lockdown, so much save, so much just AoE no. No, Team Liquid, you can't dive our Drow, you can't dive our TA. We're gonna hold you back. We've got so much. But immediately, Team Liquid, they go for the Huskar. Husky Man comes out, and that's gonna be the final pick. This guy does do that against all odds, and also kind of makes the Cold Embrace not so useful when it comes to save, because he's going to stack up those flames, allow you to burn anyway, along with Shadow Demon as well. They've just got such a high ability to penetrate through the Cold Embrace. That's not going to be a very good spell this game. Very annoying, and they don't have the burst. That's the thing, when you go with the Wyvern and the Titan, and even the Centaur as well, there's no magic burst, which is going to help them rip through this Huskar, so I have a feeling he's going to be a really big problem when he gets low on HP. Maybe the Drow can output enough damage, maybe she can go crits, or, well, you don't really want to go crits on Drow anymore, so I think still, you're just trying to get as much damage as possible, use her multi-shot to try and burst down the Huskar. Big ask, though. I certainly do agree, my learned friend, as we get into game number 2. This is a best of 2 series between Liquid and VICI Gaming, as they battle out for these all-important points here in the group stages of the One Esports Singapore Invitational. Let's get into it. Nori, of course, going to be starting up in this middle lane, probably going to be bullied quite significantly by Quakeville. We'll see how well the TA will be able to recover in the jug. Or perhaps she might even turn the lane. Who knows? It's happened before. I've seen TAs win lanes before. Get him, boy. Liquid, they are making their way over, but I mean, they don't watch this. Exactly. I don't know, blinding light him further under the tower. Kind of impossible to pull off, though.
30 seconds to battle.
Alrighty. You're starting down the bottom lane, being very cautious. Interesting build. 4 iron branches, a magic stick, 6 tangos. Also now, you're certainly right, there is a little bit of hanky-panky going on as DY tries to smash in the bristleback a wee bit. Not going to get much done. Insania coming over, didn't start with blinding light, of course he's with the bristleback, so that's going to mean that he can't really contest these runes, although Mickey's trying to against DY here. Let's see who's got the quicker fingers. It is DY. He's been practicing. Yeah, just, yeah, they've probably done their practicing, you know, got a finger muscle trainer coaching. Comes and makes them click really fast. Oh, really? Yeah. Can you bind it to a button? Okay, so it's got to be a new right click, but still, I mean, why not? Also, if you've got a really rubbish mic... Oh, yeah, oh, he's dropping super low in the middle lane. Boxy loses courier as well. Interesting. DY who just dived in from behind and grabbed that one. This actually starts off with the multi-shot. Is that common? I mean, it's a lot of damage. Yeah, it's big news. Just hope for the best. Maybe I'll hit him, who knows. Let's see if he uses it here. Nope, just gonna let DY die. Fair enough then. There's your combo coming out though. Disruption into Burrow Strike. Kind of feels like DY wasn't really prepared for the level 2s. Wasn't keeping an eye on their levels. That's a bit of oversight on his behalf, I would say. And ends up in his death.
Haste!
I mean, you got to expect this one to go this way. You pick Huskar, you kind of sacrifice your late game, and you force yourself into a very momentum-based lineup. In return, you're going to smash this middle lane and send Ori to the jungle, and probably make him very sad. True. Good point, good point. They'll try and weather the storm as best they can, though. Well, it's actually more VICI Gaming will have to weather the storm, as Liquid will be ahead coming out of this laning phase, it looks like. Especially with Mickey doing so well up here in the top lane. He's been constantly pummeled with magic by Insania. And going to do his best, but there's not really so much he could do. It's also very annoying for Yang as well, because he doesn't even get stacks for the attacks coming out onto him. He's not even going to get these retaliate stacks from the way in which the bristle deals damage, so very inefficient lane for him. Yeah, true. That indirect damage, call it. Terminology. Hero's just continuing to fire frost arrows at fools down in the bottom lane, doing his best. He's basically just spamming this multi-shot every time it's off cooldown, I've noticed, which is a pretty solid way to lane. It costs 60 mana, it does a ton of damage, especially if you keep on landing them on support who's like sitting in the trees and can't escape or whatever. It's very, very good. It's very fun to play as well. I mean, it does everything. It helps you farm, it slows, it helps you get kills. You can frost arrow, multi-shot, and there's just like even more damage coming out, and you slow them to start with as well. It's a lot of value for one spell. Yeah. Yeah, I played a game which went over 20 minutes and got a ballista. That was pretty funny. I could hit them in the fountain from the tier 2. Yeah. I don't know why that was a thing, but it was, and it was amusing. Well, Koichva being run down here. Ori and PYW are on top of him. He's trying to turn it around. Maybe he's got enough fire onto Ori to bring him down. 5 stacks, no refraction. Might be enough. He tries to heal himself up through it. 1-0. Ori survives.
That's for me.
That would have been it. That would have been it, but not today, I'm afraid. So, 5 minutes in. VICI Gaming get an extremely crucial kill onto Koichva in the middle lane. It does cost them a couple of rotations, but that's very much worth it indeed to give Templar Assassin just a little bit of breathing room, and now she can happily jungle away. Although, PYW, yeah, he's going to try and go for the TP here. Might make it out, actually. My goodness. Everybody's just surviving right now. Yeah, 4 stacks, not enough. You're on fire. Never read the debuff for Burning Spear before, but it's in caps apparently. Never knew that.
Radiant's Courier just drowned in a pool of blood. Throw a line to Radiant's middle tower. Have the spyglass at hand.
Just like your ships.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, already taken a big dumpstering of damage from the Huskar lane. Meanwhile, Bristle taking a couple of hits from Yang up the top. Annoying, but not much for Mickey to be too worried about here as he just continues farming up as much as he can. 50 CS in under 7 minutes is very, very good for Mickey. Yeah, I've noticed they've been playing with the big stack a lot as well, just trying to get as much as possible. Sanya just being his little battery for him, his little Energizer bunny here on the castle. Just going for an early Vanguard as well. Probably turning that into an early Crimson. All their damage is physical, so I don't see why not. That makes a lot of sense to me. Are we getting any records? I don't really know CS records, but I mean, this must be pretty up there, right? Look at this guy go. Getting them neutral items. Good. Poor man's shield? Hell yeah. Getting the bank. He's even getting all these summoning neutrals as well, so he's all the way up to 84 CS in 7 minutes 30. This is insane. Pop a shrine, why not? One-man shrine just to top up your health and mana. Getting a little bit greedy, but whatever. I'm into it. Yeah, Koichva, he's forcing 2 heroes to be mid and just hold this lane against him, so like there's no way they can punish this Bristle who's just jungling. There's no way they can put pressure on the tower. He's just chilling. Mickey is doing whatever he wants. And bottom lane, I think Liquid is struggling a little bit down here as Eurus has been able to get on the board a bit, but...
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this deluge.
Yeah. But down at bottom lane, there are a couple of rotations. Mickey's made its way down, and Tiger is here as well.
Like
not
a
sure.
drunk sailor.
I mean, I guess they're here this early to try and secure the outpost, see if they can get both or be greedy or something like that. Or maybe they'll move back to top, but Mickey does seem to have made his home down here in the bottom lane. Maybe it's going to put some pressure on Eurus. Stop him free farming. Makes sense to me. Going to rip through these creeps very easily, but now they've got 2 stacks of goo on hand. They give 3. Mickey is chasing DY. Going to go for the stomp, but will not land it. Oh, he actually does land it on the bristleback. His Astral Spirit is here, and a TP out from Eurus. Going to keep him nice and safe. Meanwhile, Tiger's actually being run down here by the Wyvern and by DY. They will have to bring him down, I think. One more right click does come through from PYW. Grabbing that kill onto Tiger, and now Mickey is looking for more. Mana comes up, Stomp comes in, not able to be dodged out by the Bristle, and another TP. DY is out of there. They've got nothing. And that's going to be everybody surviving.
Dire fortified their structures. Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Slowly but surely, yeah. Middle tower being whittled away. Ori, luckily, even finding himself an Iron Talon as well, so able to keep himself very healthy. Let's see what he can see. It's actually a courier. What the hell? What the? What? Oh my god, it's alive! It's alive! The courier lives! It was a perfect bait from Huskar all along. Koifa, what a genius. Still playing with this thing. He's wanting to check the ward spot. Nothing there. Alright, that was interesting.
Are scanning for enemies.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Okay, this guy's...
a stiff wind.
Is he really... Wow, this guy's just the dewarding machine. Koifa. War on wards. Him and his courier. A 2-man team just taking down every ward on the map. Goodness gracious. Creative use there, and giving the sentries to your carry, always a good move. Get him a little bit more money, a little bit of change, a little bit of pocket money. Getting those boots faster, as he did just rush the armlet straight up. PYW just sitting at mid with an invis rune, too afraid to show himself. It's a miserable life. Can do. But you can use Cold Embrace on enemies, huh?
Radiant think fortification Dire's middle tower.
Nobody's surprised, I would say. Oh, yeah, we never saw.
Dire's middle
they
tower
sure
is
did,
under
Saberlight, they
pressure.
sure did. Yeah, very nice boost of XP.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
Huh. Yeah, this is interesting as well, going straight in for the Desolator afterwards. So that's kind of just showing that Liquid don't want to be sticking around this game. They don't want to let this one go on too long. They want to find the timing and finish the game in that timing. VICI are going to be the one trying to survive. Yeah, you're really trying to force it when you go for that Desolator. But then look at their lineup. Like, how can they go late versus a TA Drow? Well, Sans comes out onto the Sanking back himself out there. Comes asleep as well. Yang's on top of him. Following up with a stomp, and in comes a multi-shot as well. But he survives a little bit longer thanks to Tiger, but don't think it's going to be enough, or is it? Yeah, they've got the dust. Boxy, despite the salve, he's going to be brought down as well. It's 2 kills up at top and 1 over at mid as PYW trying to get away with it, and he will be able to do so. Winter's Curse comes out, grabbing the kill onto the Kotl and getting himself to safety. That's kind of insane. VICI Gaming just found themselves so much on this map.
Tower has fallen.
Easy peasy, just like that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I kind of agree. The Sand King is not doing enough. He's dead again, actually, up in the top lane as he tries to delay VG Gaming a little bit more. He just gives his life for the cause. These are kills which can't be happening, I feel like. Urus, is he alright here? Tiger comes in from behind, but the Science actually coming out onto him. And Xenia, though, coming forwards there. Not afraid to drop the Will-O-Wisp onto Urus, and they'll blast him back into it as well. It should be a kill, but the sleep comes out from the other Titan. Urus trying to run away, but he's so damn slow. Heartscar asleep for seemingly ever. Trying to get in range for the life break, but he can't find the range, and Urus just gets to run away. A simple jog to safety. Turn around with the silence out onto the Shadow Demon, and Urus will survive. Ridiculous.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
Yeah, it was a really fortunate observer ward here, which stopped the Shadow Demon able to get the disruption off, because he was coming around the side of these trees here. Drow sitting right here, throws in the silence that way because he saw him coming around before he actually got there, so the reaction's easy. Oh, right, yeah.
Make light work.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. Maybe being greedy and trying to get the +1 onto DY, but...
Radiant structures are fortified.
And it's going to cost them as VICI comes straight back in on the top lane, looking for a little bit more. There's pings coming out onto Aureus. There are heroes surrounding him, but they're a little bit too slow. Meanwhile, on the top lane, they're not being slow onto Boxy here. Boxy in trouble once again. Shadow Demon trying to help out, but it just gets completely zoned out by Urus. And they're going to find that kill onto Boxy. And now they look for more. Stampede being used. Tiger's seen the traps on him. The damage is there. And he is just absolutely surrounded. There is no liquid heroes coming in to save the day. Tiger, he's going to be another kill up here in the top lane. And VICI Gaming, despite being against a Huskar Bristle lineup, are finding so much momentum all of a sudden. I think this is just sloppy.
I'll take that.
Are Radiant using echolocation? Dire's middle tower is drowning.
Oh, hello. Vampire Fangs have been found by Koikva. That's going to help out the Bristleback a little bit. True. Spell lifesteal. I'm guessing it applies to Burning Spears. I mean, why wouldn't it? Well, it looks like he swapped it in and is planning on keeping it.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Just getting the D-Ward into the pit. Trying to choke out VICI Gaming a little bit. Cause a little bit of confusion. A little bit of antagonization. Pupil's Gift? Mickey, buddy. Okay, he just pings it as well. Apparently no one wants his Pupil's Gift. Tiger's like, fine, goddamn cause, I'll go pick it up. Meanwhile, Drow throw a couple of arrows into the pit, trying to dissuade Liquid from taking Roshan, but they're going to do a little bit more than that, and DY is a little bit more than that. He throws down the Stomp, putting the Huskar to sleep, and Mickey's still just getting to work. Comes the Earth Splitter, ripping through, catches out Mickey. On the backlines, it might have found Tiger, but instead he actually saves him with the Blinding Light and the ultimate. Meanwhile, the Huskar caught inside the Winter's Curse. Mickey brings down his teammate, and the damage is there. Ori is going to be the next target for Mickey. Mickey's on top of him, but Ori just turning him around with the big slaps, and now Yang coming in as well. Slow Stomp. There comes the distraction, but it's a little bit too late from Tiger. It's not going to make much of a difference onto Mickey, though Mickey does make it up onto the high ground. They keep on chasing, but there comes a Maelstrike. There comes the damage. There comes a kill. And meanwhile, the rest of Liquid trying to regroup, trying to make something happen here, but this Roche fight is an unmitigated disaster. And another Stomp, another double edge, another right click, and down goes Tiger. Insanely the last one left alive as he makes his way north into the trees, trying to juke him around. Does not a bad job on avoiding that stun, but unfortunately, I think it's too little too late, as the rest of the team are bored by the Coddle's antics. They want Roshan, and with the help of the Drow Ranger, they'll probably be able to get it. Ori coming in as well, the Desolator. Insania thinking he can try something, but he's sorely mistaken as Roshan goes down. Ori picks up the Aegis, Insania dies, and that is the end of a very sad story for Liquid, as they are just down so far in this match now.
Conceal yourselves.
Look at this Wyvern's money do? Like, this Wyvern has 4,800 gold, more so than Boxy. I mean, only 38 and 5, so it's not like giving him extreme farm priority or anything like that. He has just been finding gold. He didn't even go for the GPM talent. He's gone for plus 60 damage, so this guy's just been finding money, what, maybe via kills? Yeah, 403. Okay, that's where his money came from. I figured it out. 403 has allowed him to get the Spirit Vessel early for that fight, and it changes everything. It completely changes everything getting the Spirit Vessel early. You look at this VICI lineup and you say, maybe they might be in trouble because they won't be able to find a vessel in time. PYW says, do not worry, I'm going to kill some fools, get this vessel. I got you covered, team.
Dire's top tower is about to take the
Radiant
Yes,
are scanning
yeah,
for
exactly the
enemy.
point I wanted to make.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's tricky without the blink on Boxy though, isn't it? They don't have the initiation. Okay. Urus just obliterates Insania. No worries there. Having issues, I think. No. Pushing. Space. Boxy also spotted out a little bit here, but he should be okay. Cover from there as well. He's gonna make sure he can grab the bounty rune. No, Yang might have something to say about that. Is he quick enough? Oh, yes he is. Yang jumps in, stuns him up, takes a bounty rune from right under his nose. It feels bad for Boxy. And his bait might not be over just yet as PYW fires some shots over the river. Look at the damage. Jesus. He gets half health by that. TA with the Blink Desolator. Vampire Fangs in the backpack as well for when that Aegis runs out. Everything a little TA could dream of. They're going to initiate onto Mickey now down in the bottom lane. I'm not too sure how committed they are to this kill. I mean, they don't really have the heroes here. Where's the TA? They need TA, don't they? Well, there's actually something going on at mid, actually, as Urus tries to get the solo kill onto the Shadow Demon, and with the BKB TP, he's going to be alright. Meanwhile, they're still chasing Nikkei down to the bottom lane. And Sonya has arrived to try and back him up. Winter's Curse being used now. Just going to hold him steady, but in comes that Will-O-Wisp, holding him still, but again, Sleep used onto the Bristle, controlling him up. This is just a series of very awkward moments down in the bottom lane. I don't know who's going for what, or I think no one's doing anything. They're just throwing spells at each other for fun. Oh my god. Quakevert caught off guard in the backlines, trying to go for the sneaky wraparound, but caught in the act. And yeah, you can't.
Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower won't last long. Dire's bottom
I know what you're saying, and yeah.
couldn't withstand.
When I have a rule when I'm casting Liquid is if things are going wrong, just blame Blitz. They need VG Gaming's clicking coach is what they need. The guy who taught them how to pick up bounties faster. But no, Liquid clearly a little bit of form for this second match. You know, first game they put up a really good performance. It was a very, very tight first game. This one though, they are just losing their momentum. In fact, it feels like they never really had it, despite having pretty good laning phase. Oh. Boxy. He pops a bunch of smokes here, which isn't bad. He's going to see a courier as well. He's going to kill the courier. You betcha. See you later, boys. Blinks himself out. Aegis now gone as well. Liquid may be hitting a timing. Possibly. They could try for something. But it is scary. Especially with the BKB as well. I think there's a BKB on Templar Assassin being... she's a fair away from it. So, yeah, this could be an option. So I'm going to go for the Chrysalis over the BKB.
Scanning for enemies.
Yeah, they've only managed to find one kill on the side of Liquid. It's not a good situation, and now they're jumping onto Mickey right now. VICI Gaming suddenly jumping in, but a nice disruption going to save him from most of the damage. Meanwhile, Boxy controlling up Ori, but here comes the Stampede. They're just going to jump forward and keep on pressing this fight. Boxy trying to go for the TP out, but that's not going to happen. Mickey just trying to sit in the front lines, but with the BKB, they'll take down that Will-O-Wisp instantly. Now in comes a torch that allows them to get the distance. Meanwhile, off the rest of the team, down goes Tiger. Koipa trying to fight up, trying to bring down the Templar Assassin. She is getting low, but she just TPs herself out to safety. Koipa trying to do the same thing, will be successful in doing so, although Ori does die in base, so they get something at the very least. Yeah, Tiger did get the kill. Oh wow, he bought back to pop the poison. What a player. Alright, that's pretty sick. It doubles their kill count, you know, huge for Liquid.
Speed.
Yeah, Liquid, they wanted to try and get a fight whilst that TA is still missing a BKB, and they kill the TA, but unfortunately they lose everybody in response, and even costs a buyback to pop that poison, so all in all, 5 check for Liquid, still not feeling great, not the greatest of vibes.
Don't mind if I do.
Unlucky find.
I'm excited to see the insane range, which is going to be coming out of the wire now, by the way. Enchanted Quiver. I want to see that with Arctic Burn. He's now a sniper. He might be, although he's just straight up running and insane, and they're going to pop the ultimate to try and get away from this one, so no Stampede. They might even consider keeping him chasing here on Liquid, but they do get themselves back. A little bit cautious here. Meanwhile, Ori going to try and take the bottom outpost, will be successful. They lose that one. They should be able to reclaim top at the very least.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
He's one of the big targets, PYW. He's going to have that 4-star from line soon, but biggest of all is, of course, Urus. 606 on this Drow Ranger. Doing an absolutely crazy job. And now with the Enchanted Quiver on the Drow as well, so that's going to be a lot. And they're going for Roche again without a pickoff. We know how this went last time with the Elder Titan. King of the Roche pit in the neighborhood. This is going to be bad. And now the Boxy immediately getting jumped upon. It's going to save him with the disruption. He needs to get himself out. The silence is still on him. And they will be able to escape. Winter's Curse, though, coming out onto the BKB. Roshan is low. Yang getting into the pit. As an Earthsplitter coming through. A nice stun from Boxy on the back line. But look at the damage from Yura. Just tearing through Koipa. Koipa can't do anything. He's just stuck in the pit, dying a death. Meanwhile, the rest of VICI flooding into Roshan's pit, taking down Mickey, and he will fall to the blade of the Centaur. Tiger as well, and a whole world of hurt. He's not going to be able to get a disruption off anymore as they finish off Insania. Tiger melts as well. All 5 dead on the side of Team Liquid. VICI Gaming into the pit. The Aegis is theirs. And VICI Gaming take another huge Roshan fight. Yet you got to feel bad for Team Liquid at the same time. You have to try and find these pickoffs if you're going to try and go to Roshan. Their Roche fighting is just so good on the side of VICI Gaming. It is so good.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It is.
It's not unwinnable. You know, there's always a chance, but they have a very late game line, and they have a very early game lineup, very momentum-based lineup, and well, VG Gaming are knocking on their front door 26 minutes into the game. I think that story speaks for itself, but they're going to keep on defending. Liquid, they don't throw the towel just yet. They want to keep it on going. Desolator, though, going to tear through the barracks very easily, especially with the help of the Drow Ranger's aura. VG, it's not much. They're just pinging on the next objective. They don't want to wait and make this game last any longer than it has to.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Why is there an Orb of Destruction in Ori's back? I guess she's got an Aegis, but still. Oh, that's a really good item on Wyvern.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
I love the slots, yeah.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, depends. Does the Orb of... It takes away bonus armor, though, doesn't it? Orb of Destruction and Desolator. And Marksmanship only goes through base armor, so it should still be pretty good.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ooh, Craggy Coat on the Bristleback. I don't think he'll be sad about that one. Does he want the attack through? Probably. Mass TPs on the bottom outpost. VICI Gaming, they want to defend this one. Liquid, they think they're being smart going for this, but unfortunately they've missed their timing already. Boxy goes in, manages to grab the bounty room, blinks himself out. Alright, star points there. However, in comes a Winter's Curse. That's going to allow VICI Gaming to set up for this one. Stomp's coming immediately afterwards. Tiger trying to save the day as best he can. Mickey is surviving this one for the time being, but they've just gone to the backlines and killed off Kuiper. Mickey's getting dropped like a stone, and he held the GG branch, which is very telling. And there it comes. GG from Team Liquid. The game is over, and it was convincing. They are unable to find their timings, they're unable to play around their Huskar. Liquid never really stand a chance. After that first game, they just melted.
Him twice. He's like, no, bad, get back. Just letting him know that he can do whatever he wants, and that's what Arbed's doing. Top lane going for a kill on the FY with the assist of the crit. An easy clean up. But again, they just stopping him out, ensuring this blink dagger's taken longer than expected. Meanwhile on the bot lane, Arme, he's forced to fight here. Doesn't have a big enough one to get the battle trance out. He's doing a lot of damage in return, but no, Arteezy just about gets the kills. A little bit too close for comfort. Thank God he had that basher. Don't think Arteezy was expecting that kind of damage.
Tower needs some friends.
Arbed's still hunting, by the way. So he's going in. He wants that BKB. He's like, use it right now. No, someone hold on. There it is. Has to come out in the end, but the Hannah got to heal them up. X Nova doesn't hit anyone with the stomp, and Arthur makes his way up. Arasaka, thanks for using your big spike.
Yeah, Aegis gone in 10 seconds. Wisely realizing it. The thing I was chuckling about before is that they actually don't have to live, because with all of these trust shovel uses that Fly's getting, he had 5 healing selves and he just used 2 on our PC, so he doesn't even need to go back to base. He's fine.
It's more brutal than that. They just found a paladin sword as well.
Tower is drowning.
You have your options. I think you give it to PL though. Actually, does Chen even want to share? No. Wait, who has it? Who's been given it? It's on Legion now. It's not bad.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And pop those heals. Jump in. Arme is fine. No, Photic Shield is immediately there. Things will calm down for a moment, but this is just EG making sure they're keeping LGD, because right now, LGD, they need that little bit of extra gold off the map so they can be ready to fight around the next Roche.
They've got the Blink Dagger, luckily, up onto FY here, so they could have that quick pick-off that they need. Who are they going to catch out? It's looking most likely to be Ramses.
Hit him up. Avalanche slows him down, though. The stomp fall-off should be enough to secure the kill to Ramses, even the finger straight away, to ensure he falls.
Tower is about to
Good attempt by Crit to save the day, though.
1 bonus damage now on, 50 bonus damage on FY, so slowly starting to build up at the 26-minute mark.
Took a while, but slow and steady wins the race, and LGD, there's nothing slow about this push. How the glyph ensures it gets stopped right and checked out. And they have to get back because Arteezy's in the bot lane pushing in as well.
Top lane's pushing in too. You've got a few Chen creeps just continuing to push things forward.
They'll waddle away before the SF can punish him for it. And they're just checking lanes. They're making sure the LGD have to show multiple heroes, which means they're then free to maybe make a move as soon as Legion is up. And by the way, Tiny's going towards the Halberd next.
I really liked Quickening Charm being given over to the Chen as well. More, well, we actually passed it over, I think, to the Tiny. So all